Today's A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan podcast is brought to you by our good friends at ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. It is almost vacation for us, so my next stop is ABC.
Yep, and when you go by ABC, put it up on social, on the BDM Facebook page, hashtag TDABC, show a selfie in front of the store.
A picture of your haul, maybe something special you got.
Yeah, you'll be eligible to win an ABC gift card that we mail out monthly, and also it helps us because we show ABC, hey, our guys, our BDMs, they're going to ABC.
Funny thing.
It's great.
Yeah, that's how we get the gift cards, is we show them that you winning gift cards, and they're like, do you need more? And we are like, yes, please.
I pick up White Claw and wine all the time at ABC, some premium vodkas.
Yes.
They've got a wide array of Florida craft beers.
That's what I like the best is when you go in there, especially I have a little ABC on Corinne. It's a tiny little one. But
I go by there.
Their Florida beer selection is second to none. They're always rotating it and putting new and amazing beers in there, and you just owe it to yourself to check it out.
And if you're into cigars, thehumidor.com is a website you can order great premium cigars off their site.
There's always bundles, specials. You get money off, too, if you use this code.
Tom and Dan. Just use that code and check out. You get 20% off your purchase. So whether it's cigars or premium fine wine and spirits, it's ABC Fine Wine and Spirits.
Live from the Streamline Mortgage Solutions studio, it's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Hello, this is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom.
Samantha, our producer, is here. Hello, Sam.
Hello.
How you doing?
Doing good.
What's new? Oh, we got a 100 purple diamonds
All right.
from Crystal of Peace. Thank you, Crystal of Peace. In this new world of not just being a podcast and not just being a stream, you have to acknowledge those that give on the stream. These alien currencies they throw at us. 100 purple diamonds. We've only been on the show for 35 seconds. We're already millionaires.
Yes.
Welcome to the show, everybody. We're glad to be with you. It's been a hell of a week here at T&D Media. This morning, no exception. Bullshit's a popping around here, man.
It's all falling apart.
Yeah. It is crazy town around here, but for the next little bit of time, we're going to try and laugh with you and have some fun.
What's old Shifty up to from Crazy Town? Is he still alive?
Shifty Shell Shock.
Didn't he have a
still
affinity
alive.
for crack?
Yeah.
That is correct.
Still alive.
He was on Celebrity Rehab.
He was still alive. I'm going to say fat now.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what happens to everybody.
You get off the crack, you balloon up.
You get a little balloony?
I bet you he looks a little more
Puffy.
Federline to weaponize that.
A few things. I know that we said, hey, check out this current or the BDM show that's coming out on Monday for a surprise.
Oh, we're talking about it.
Well,
never bring it up.
I fucked it all up.
No, some things got switched around.
Listen, we've recorded 1 million episodes the past week.
Not some things. No, we recorded an episode with Jesse Wolf that everybody, according to the BDM page, loved. And then I guess since that was the last one we recorded, I just put it out. I don't even know. I was on like autopilot or something. I apologize. I'm very, very sorry, guys.
Listen, we're recording out of order and stuff, and because Daniel and I are going out of town on family vacations, we're both going to the mountains, but different mountains. You're going to the east
I'm going to the shit mountains, and you're going to the rich person mountains. I'm going to the mountains that Floridians like go to hide when they murder somebody, and you're going to like you're going to Snowmass, and I'm basically going to Hillbilly Gulch.
No.
Watch out
That's
for
true.
Watch out for the hills have
I'm
eyes,
going to the
those
Gulch.
mountains are good.
They're good, but they're gulchy. You're going to fancy mountains. I'm
mountains
gulching
are
it up.
mountains. I don't know.
No, they
I
are
don't know.
not. You've seen my wife's mountains, and I've seen your wife's mountains, and your wife has big torpedoes, and my wife has small little whoops.
So we've been recording.
I like
a
them.
lot.
I whooped them last night. No, I did not. 2 nights ago, I whooped them.
So we got the new BDM show coming out on Monday with the surprise announcement.
Well, maybe.
For BDM.
I don't know what I've decided to
and
do
Seth's
yet.
cheating, so all that BDM show that's coming out this Monday.
Okay.
Then we got a new hour of ACT Monday through Friday.
Yes.
And then we got another new BDM show the next Monday, and then a Friday free show next week.
That's
will
a
be out.
wifecast.
You could just say you have all new content next week.
Am I
as
allowed
well.
to say
I guess
that?
you'll
or am I-
never, you won't even know.
Yeah, you won't notice unless you're on Twitch.
Did I
don't know
ruin
why
the
we're doing
surprise?
You're right.
That Friday free show? Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah.
It's a wife cast,
Yeah.
and we haven't done one of those
Well,
in
half
a minute.
of it is.
Yeah, half. Well, more than half. It's like an hour-long wife cast with I guess since it's a Friday free show, it'd be longer. But yeah, it's really good. That was a funny-ass show. But yeah, we've been just recording. But I am really sorry I kind of shit up the announcement for the deal.
It did make me laugh. It's on brand.
It is on brand.
Listen,
that was
Fucked it up. We were hyping up this big announcement, and then we put out the wrong goddamn show.
And that was as natural as it comes. I
Yeah.
mean, like, that was a natural accident. I had to go to my shrink that day. I'm like hauling ass to my shrink. I'm like, I gotta fix it later. And you're like, don't fix it. It's fine.
So you're going to Georgia?
I am, yeah.
Georgia.
Northern Georgia.
And you're staying in a mountain cabin.
Mm-hmm. There's a mountain cabin. It's got
I've
like
always wanted to do that because
Do it. I've done it. It's fun.
I know. I want to maybe next summer I'll do a family vacation in the Georgia mountains.
Yeah,
And,
just go up there. We're driving up there.
my buddy owns a little cabin. He loves it, and he wants to turn it like another part of the property into like an Airbnb, and so there's a lot of Airbnbs up
Yes.
there, right?
Yeah, well, it's there's really nothing going on, and I'm kind of excited. We're going to like a little area where this particular cabin has a like a fire pit and like a loft, and there's some hiking and stuff to do out there, and it's not too far from Atlanta or Helen, Georgia, so we can like go different places and check it out if we want to, or we can just like kind of tuck in and cook and hang out as a family. So we're really not. This isn't going to be like an extravaganza. This is kind of going to be like a chill out.
Yeah. I think a lot of people back in the 80s and 90s were buying property. Like if you were from Florida, because my uncle has, and he never did anything with it, but he bought for $6,000 back in 89.
Yeah.
He bought a plot of land on a mountain that it had like a small dirt road, and they're like, oh, in the future, like it was like an investment
Right,
property.
sure.
And they must have been marketed heavily towards Floridians. So like, buy this property in Tennessee or
I'm
Georgia.
seeing a lot of that for Montana
Oh yeah, it's probably the new
right now.
Yeah.
land boom.
So like they're really trying to sell off property in Montana for some
Well,
reason.
like our
Like
buddy
small
Mark
parcels.
Villain has been talking about that.
Yeah.
Like he's always looking for little places to scoop up and little fun places to go to in vacation or put a cabin or an Airbnb.
And then it's like you buy a little piece of property. It's probably a easy to market that is like, hey, buy your little slice of heaven in Montana, and they just take a 100-acre parcel and then they get it zoned to chop it up into like 5-acre parcels, and then it's like, hey, buy 5 acres of Montana. You could probably buy 5 acres in the middle of nowhere in Montana for pretty cheap, right? Still,
I don't know.
I mean,
I feel like everything's expensive now, so I don't know.
Yeah.
You may be able to get it for like $20,000 or something. You know what I'm saying? If there's not any Walmart nearby, it's just but if you buy it for the future just to say, hey, I own property in Montana, right? I think they did that when Georgia and Tennessee mountains and shit. I wonder how many people still own shit that they don't even know. They bought in the 80s for $5,000. I guess you have to pay taxes.
Yeah.
You could go to that website that everybody loves, right? Where it's like, you've
got money.
You've got secret money somewhere in the government. Put in your social security number to this totally safe website and you can find it. He's like, I'm not doing that, man. I've seen those scams before. I know what you want. Old Crystal Patashaw
I got a message.
and I started
yesterday.
talking
What is that?
to
The media page have been
somebody
clowning
stole her Instagram account.
Her Instagram has been hacked, and they're going through all of her friends list and DMing them about Bitcoin.
They hit me up and they're like,
What about
and then,
it?
So
They're like, hey, have you heard about this?
they
still
want you to
not-
invest with them or some shit.
I'm still not convinced it's not
I don't
her.
know.
I'm still not convinced
Oh,
it's
no?
not her because she hit me up, this particular listener, and said, hi. And I was at Johnny's, actually.
That's what I got, too.
Yeah, I was having lunch with our friend.
Oh, yeah, we got to talk about that, too.
What's our buddy's name?
Joey, yeah.
So Joey, who was, kind enough to bid on us for the Yellow Brick Road charity auction, we were paying our debt to him by having lunch with him at Johnny's other side, which, by the way, was phenomenal. That was, really fun, and I needed a hamburger. That was great. But it
did get a little embarrassing at the end when Tom was drunk and
come on.
You were drunk.
I
forgot about that.
He dropped his sunglasses a million times. He tried to pay with 2 cards.
No, he gave both of his cards, and the lady's like, "Which one do you want me to use?" And he goes, "There's one card."
Well, the goddamn Truist, the new Truist shit.
It's thin. It's paper thin, this card.
It sticks to our business
because it doesn't
card.
have any raised numbers on it. Like the new credit cards don't have raised numbers. They just print that stuff better on there.
Well, now they print the number on the back instead of having the bubble. I like the old school
Me too. Bubble letters.
in
I'm
the
bubble
front
letters for life.
That you put 2 credit cards together, you could see in between them. The bubble letters are so thick.
Put a little air in there.
I like big, thick boy bubble letters on my credit card.
He does like that.
And now they print it on the back. Anyway, goddamn Truist sticks the peel-off sticker. The stickiness is still stuck to the front.
Well, that's your fault
because put Gooby Gone on that.
No.
Oh, God.
Do you know the trick to doing that? Is to take the same sticker you peeled off and just keep touching the sticky part with it, and it'll pull the stick off itself. Yeah.
Just life hack.
A teacher taught me that life hack. Take the sticker that you're peeling off, whatever you get off of there. If it's still got sticky, take its sticky and put it on the sticky on the card and just keep doing like this, and it'll pull all the sticky off. Works every time.
But you have to do all that just because you order a new credit card and fucking Truist?
You do have to do that every single time.
Oh, Pop is mad.
Yeah, he's really mad. All right, guys, you want to do some voicemails? We never start with voicemails, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to do that. So let's start with your voicemail messages. This one's from D-Berry Joe.
Hey, D-Berry Joe here, and this message is for Daniel in particular. You guys wanted to call me out about who goes walking around in a construction site on ecstasy. Daniel, you walked your dog on ecstasy until its paws bled. You didn't get a hero's blowjob out of that. You pulled the girl out of the river, saw some badass bioluminescence.
Yeah,
blowjob. Don't tell me how to party on ecstasy.
All right, hey.
He was real offended that we were shit-talking, but he's like, it was bioluminescence.
Hey, listen, dude, bioluminescence. And he bowed up on me a little bit, and he's like, don't tell me how to party on ecstasy.
Yeah, okay.
And hey, bro, point taken. You win, all right?
Hold on. I'm on Daniel's side on this. Daniel was freaking out, and he had to take a walk because he's freaking out on ecstasy, and he walked his dog.
I fucked that night, but I didn't. Nothing came out, but I was fucking everything.
The Barry Joe, you're walking on trash barges in, where was he at? Titusville?
No one knows.
Somewhere in the Barry? I don't know.
All right, bioluminescence. When we see bioluminescence on like ads for kayaking tours on Facebook. Okay.
How was it?
But when you see the
too long.
Yeah, you hated it,
it was like
right?
2 hours.
You absolutely hated it.
It was also in July. It was hot as shit, and there were mosquitoes everywhere.
This is the northern lights of Florida, and I'll explain.
Okay.
It's because the marketing and like
it's not
photography,
guaranteed you're going to see anything either.
Well, that and photography and like it has become so good. Like for instance, my sister-in-law went to Iceland and then they went north to see Northern Lights, right? Like the best view of the Northern Lights they could or whatever.
Sure, yeah.
And she said it was underwhelming because the pictures, you have to set the camera for like high exposure for a certain amount of time to get the best the best green in the sky. And your eye... The pictures look better than reality.
Well, of course, because the picture is collecting. Well, the picture is collecting all of that light because the exposure is longer. Yeah. Our eyes are not meant for long exposures; they're meant to just take in and process the information, right?
So she said when she was there, they told her how to set her camera on her iPhone.
Yeah, Tuttle does that. He takes pictures of the moon. And he thinks he's Ansel Adams
to get the best picture of the green of the Northern Lights or whatever.
So it's fake, actually.
She's like, I can see it, but it was dull. Then then I had to use the camera to get like
fake.
And then the same shit with the bioluminescence. I think they set
the
long
same thing about a hummingbird's wings. If I have a red camera and I can slow it down to like literally a nanosecond, then I can see how perfectly his wings are fluttering. It's sort of fake then, right?
So I think they do that with the bioluminescence where they get, they use camera, tricks and photography to get like where you're like, whoa, it looks like the entire ocean is lit up with fluorescent
Yeah, it definitely
green.
didn't look like that.
And then it's like, oh, I see a little dull green. That's what you see in real life.
There's a glow stick down there, yeah.
Reality's worse than the picture.
So when are we as a show, since you guys have already done K Tuesday, right? We did the 420 episode.
Oh, we doing more drugs? What are we doing?
When are we going to do Ecstasy show?
Oh, Tom can't do that. He's sworn that off. He's 40 years old now. If you're 40 and do ecstasy, you're pervert. You're pervert if you do ecstasy at 40, right?
I don't know if it's even appropriate. We all take
we're not going to fuck each other.
No, don't say that.
Well, I'm not doing it then. I mean, the only reason I would do ecstasy at 45 is to fuck you guys.
What?
I'm serious. At 45, you guys want me to do ecstasy and not fuck one of you?
But
I heard you can have Tom.
I heard that's not...
I mean, I'm rubbing something. If we're doing ecstasy, something's getting rubbed.
I heard that you don't even want to do that on ecstasy.
I'm the only one here that's done ecstasy, and that is not true.
I'm going to take Dan's word for it.
Well, who said that? Who said you don't want to have sex on ecstasy?
Yeah, who's telling you?
Because it feels good.
When I was in high school,
you may not be able to complete, but you want it.
Okay. Well, in high school, everybody was saying that you want to like body rubs, but you don't want to actually having sex would be too much.
Body rubs lead to sex.
Well, they said it would be too much because you feel too much.
Yeah.
Overstimulated.
I don't know.
Hey, don't rub my penis. It might be too much.
98
feels too good.
No. There's rules to ecstasy, guys. You can't go too much.
Can you microdose ecstasy?
You can microdose anything, I guess.
Well, let's do shrooms then. Come on.
I don't know. I mean, ecstasy sounds better to me.
Yeah.
Why don't we start like trashy and just do straight up
crack?
Like one bump of cocaine?
All right.
Well, I mean, that's fine.
Juicy bump, just and away we go. See how that goes.
That's the same effects like a Monster energy drink would give you, right?
Turn you into a chirper.
Similar to some sort of high amount of amphetamine or caffeine or something, right? It's just a speed.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I want to feel something I've never felt before.
Oh, hey. All right. I can.
He can help you with that.
I can pretty much guarantee you, if you do ecstasy with me and we fuck, you will feel something completely different that you've never felt before. Right. Adventure sex.
Hey gang, it's Zach from Ohio. I was wondering, where is the most adventurous place you've had sex?
I feel like we've had this question a million times.
Yeah, a million times. Well, Sam wins. None of us win.
In the forest? That I guess that's more adventurous.
I don't have one. Bed. My bed.
I've done it in a car. I've done it.
Car sex overrated, right?
Yeah.
It's just a pain in the ass.
It's emergency.
You know what doesn't? You know what doesn't happen ever? And I think we've mentioned this before, but it's worth mentioning again just to break the stereotype. Women do not wear miniskirts and no panties, and then when they're driving a Standard, get the urge to stick the gear shift in their twat. That's not a thing.
Sounds so gross.
It's just not a thing. It is gross. It's like putting all of the buttons from your cell phone in your vagina because it's like it's so touched, right? But that's not a thing. But I can remember as a kid, man, you'd open up a 1990s penthouse and there'd be some girl trying to put it in there, and I'd be like, "Is that a thing?" Because then you think of the girls.
Some guys must like that.
Well,
right?
then you think of the girls in your life as a young man trying to navigate this space, and the only women I knew would like grandma, mom, and then friends and friends' moms, and I'm like, I don't think they do that. Even then, I think I was smart enough to know that my mom was smart enough to not put that in there. You know what I mean?
Let's do another voicemail.
Hey, Tom and Dan and Sam. I was just listening to your ACT from Thursday and talking about the Ninja right away. I'm about your age there, Dan, and I do remember the Ninja, but we just assumed it was the silent killer.
What?
Okay, I was asking about why AIDS at one point in my life was referred to as the Ninjas.
Oh.
And he said because it's a silent killer.
There's maybe something like that, right?
I guess, yeah. I don't know where I got that.
I remember that term as well, though, too. That was, I thought it was a 90s thing.
The Ninjas?
Like the Ninjas.
It very might have. I'm an old man. Well, I'm not old. I'm 45. So, yeah, very much. Yeah, somebody's saying that's 90s. Yeah, I definitely could see that. Anything, Sam? You seeing anything for the ninjas?
I mean, it is on Urban Dictionary, but it doesn't say why. Yeah.
Here's another one that's
silent killer makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. Here's one that ties in that's just called venereal diseases.
Oral herpes and genital herpes are two different strains of herpes. You cannot get one from the other. The clap is chlamydia, not gonorrhea. Jesus.
Oh, thanks a lot. We have a real doctor calling in. Let me ask you a question. Does this sound like a real doctor to you with his level of, this guy is really rattled.
Oral herpes and genital herpes.
Hold on a second. God damn it. Let's get this right. Oral herpes.
Right.
Yeah, he is defending it.
I think we know the difference between oral herpes and genital herpes, and we knew that it's not the same, right? Did we say it was the same?
Here's my point, and this is where he's going to get mad. You still got herpes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I kind of would rather have it on my genitals than my mouth.
Me too. Me too.
Nowadays, maybe not when I was in high school, but nowadays,
I want it on something to cover up. I don't want it on my mouth.
I got business meetings. God. If it's on my genitals, at least once a month.
It's like when people are talking to those commercials about psoriasis. You know, and you see, and they take the Sky Rizzy, and I think it changes and it makes it so it's not that bad. And then the first thing he does is he runs outside wearing a tank top. I'm like, you're not healed yet, right? Give it a full dose, before you I'm free. You're running out there, you're scaling everything. Don't do that. Just don't do it.
Let's play another one.
It's all herpes, buddy. What's Tom's deal? Is this one?
Tom, man, what are you doing? You go through this process, like you did the math, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean, and then you actually invite the insurance adjuster on to discuss it and lay it out part by part, and they tell you the advice. You still go against it, claiming that you did the math, and now here you are in the situation where you can't drive his car, like you didn't know that he's a goofball. I think what's going on is maybe your life is chaotic, and that's normal for you, but I think as you've grown up, there's no danger in your life, and so you're flirting with danger, you know what I mean? Dad comes around and he's like, yo, why don't we do this sideways thing? And you're like, it sounds sideways to me. I'm in.
All right, I like
All right, so a therapist?
Wait a minute.
Was there diarrhea at the end? What happened?
Did he wait to flush till the end?
So this gentleman's theory is that
I think what this guy did at the end, I got to hear it again. I think he stopped and flushed the toilet.
It sounds sideways to me. I'm in.
Well done.
It sounded like he was flushing down words because it was like
it sounded like it's sucking down. Maybe he was a very small man like me, and he was going to the second part of his point, and he flushed that toilet, and that thing, that seat protector, right, that you put down with the flap that goes to the water, pulled him in.
So he thinks I'm just doing this because
your life's boring. Yeah.
I miss the chaos of making
your life's
bad decisions.
still pretty fucking chaotic. Let's be real.
It is.
Yesterday, watching your wife navigate your SunTrust accounts.
She gave up.
Yeah, she did. She left.
She threw her
She's
hands
like,
in the
I can't do this, and then she ran out.
And, you got to take some chances. I look at it, I was thinking about this the other night as far as, when it's all said and done, you're always going to look back and think, you should have done whatever you, decided against, I feel, right? Like, what if I did that? Or what if I took this chance? Or what if I did, rather than maybe it was a wrong decision. You went through some repercussions from it, but you did it. It's kind of like what I yelled out the other day. Just do something. That's our new company motto.
Yeah, our new company
motto. This morning you were screaming, never do nothing. It's very conflicting.
Well, that's the auxiliary. It's just
I don't know what the fuck to do now.
No. It's just do something. Don't do nothing. That's how it goes.
He said just sit there and do nothing.
Yeah, just do something. Don't just sit there and do nothing.
Because, I feel like just do it.
Do you,
right?
bro.
Just do it. You do you.
Yeah, because
Boo-boo.
there's always a reason, and like in most things, if you sit there and analyze them, like, oh, well,
Do the math.
I should probably not do that, because this could happen, this could happen,
Sure.
like, so what? Why take the chance?
Sure.
Well, but if you look at everything like that, I figure you never take the chance. Like, take the chance. I mean, as long as it's not going to ruin your life, or
right,
or if the probability is so stupid, like lending Seth my car, I was like, what's the worst that can happen? He crashes it, right? My insurance goes up. It's a big pain in the ass.
The chat is saying Tom finally found out about YOLO.
Old man discovers YOLO.
I hate you only live once because, anyway. That should be the argument to not do things.
Exactly.
Because you're like, I got one life. Anyway.
This one's about goodwill.
Hey, Tom, Dan, and Sam.
Oh, this is the one we started but didn't finish.
A.k.a. Brittany Simone, a.k.a. Boobs McClanahan, and all kinds of other stuff. I am listening to a recent ACT, and you guys are talking about garage sales, and I absolutely had to tell you a pretty funny story about a garage sale. So when I purchased my first home, like a lot of people do, I got rid of a lot of junk when I was packing up and moving. And, Goodwill is closer than the dump, so
Yes.
a lot of my crap ended up at the local Goodwill. And the day before we moved, there was actually a ton of stuff that I took over to Goodwill, but they had just closed. So I left it right outside the door, and they have all those signs that say, anything left here belongs to us, can't take property that's stealing, blah, 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 whatever. Yeah. So, I move into this house, and I've lived there maybe a week. And there's a community garage sale. So I'm walking around, and, my neighbor 2 doors down is having a garage sale, and I'm looking, and I'm like, that's funny. My dog used to have that costume. Oh, that's...
But what happened?
Uh-oh.
I don't know. It just basically.
So your neighbor bought your stuff from Goodwill and then tried to flip it?
I don't think they.
I think she took it from the front of the door where you drop it off. And you're trying to sell it at... Who stops at garage sales? Who thinks that they're going to find something good?
Well,
I've never done that in my entire life.
See, but you asked that, and this is a massive case of... Because you do that a lot, and there are a lot of garage sales around here, and I don't partake, so I am in your same camp, sir. But I am also not going to waste my time asking who does that, because I see the hundreds of people that do it.
I know. And, and obviously they get joy out of it. I just don't understand why.
I mean, it's something to do, I guess. Would you rather do something, or would you rather do nothing?
No.
Well, maybe I'm yelling that the only thing you have to do is go to random garage sales and look through
people's junk.
Finger through people's junk.
Yeah, it's just
that
something
sounds
to
horrible.
do. Like, I feel like it's just something to do. It really is. It's a time killer, right? It's like a Saturday morning.
It sounds like a punishment. If you told me, like, hey, wake up early on Saturday morning.
Next go-to show, Tom and Dan go to garage sales.
It would be funny.
Sounds worse than jail.
It would be funny. What would you do, though?
It sounds worse than
jail.
jail.
But what would you do instead, though? Because there have been mornings when you don't have anything planned, and then what do?
I enjoy my time off.
It's like going to the flea market, right? You just wander around, you look at shit.
But I think I can make an argument that you not having a plan, like let's say you...
There's never, in the past years, I've never had wake up in the morning and not have anything to do. Just because of the fucking kids.
Well, like you say, you're going to clean your garage. Like, you clean your garage a lot. There's always some sort of, a garage
Well, I got
project.
to do a lot of house shit.
So the same could be said to that. Like, people could say, like, who does that? Who cleans their garage more than one time a year? Why would it need 9 to 12 garage cleanings a year in order to keep it? You see what I'm saying?
Well, that's just bad at life. And that's, I hoard too much shit and then I got to clean it out. I feel like that's more normal than waking up in the morning.
The chat room is so against you. Everybody's like, love estate sales, love garage sales, something to do, love estate sales. Like,
no,
people are just going...
I know people love it. I'm cool. What? Tell me why. Like,
tell me why.
Is it because you're going out there and hoping to find a treasure?
Yeah.
Is it the same as playing scratch off tickets that you'll never win? And I know
that's how you're going to say
it's
the
also
same
a
as
lot
playing
of the
Scrabble.
reason
And
why
like,
people go thrifting, right? You just see what you can find.
Yeah.
You might find something cool.
Well, that's what
it's
Cadillac
like
Pat. That's what Cadillac Pat. It's exactly like fishing.
I put it in the same category.
But you
as
hate fishing.
I hate fishing. Yeah.
I like offshore fishing just because I grew up with it. You have to grow up with it. I guess if you grew up garage sailing or something, maybe there's some nostalgia involved with it.
I think you have to. First of all, I think for garage sailing, you have to like a bargain. Maybe you like antiques, something like that. Like.
Yeah, no.
Look, I'm not trying to defend
stuff.
it for you. I just it seems like everybody loves it. Or they say maybe this is a case of everybody says they love it.
It could be that if you are a garage sale or estate person. I mean, Jimmy used to like it. It's just
I think he still does it.
Is he okay?
Yeah, I think they he and his wife Tori. I think that is a continued hobby.
And then you'd get up in the morning and then go around to these different estate sales and garage sales that are all listed. Although the internet, I feel like, has fucked out any chance or edge of you finding anything good because everybody knows more information nowadays.
Well, you think that, but that's not true because older people would have to be linked in. If they're not linked in to the internet, not the website, but the actual of being plugged into the internet, then they're just as clueless as anybody else.
I see these garage sales. Like people, they go out and they put all the garbage in their
there'll be one
driveway.
this weekend.
Right?
Oh yeah.
And then there's some old people sitting there, and then people pull up, and then some a lady gets out, and she walks over, and then I'm like,
good morning, hello there.
And then she just starts slowly meandering through this person's garbage, and then they're they walk around.
You just don't like the process, I think.
I'm just like, what is that fun? Is that fun?
Well, you do a very specified version of this when you do Craigslist, right? You just cut straight to the junk you want. It's the same thing. It's still horrible people dealing with horrible, crappy items that don't even work, like an old hot tub.
Yeah, no, but
it's a hot tub Craigslist ad is just a garage sale with only a hot tub.
Listen, Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace, I understand the fact that if I just did this, bought used snowboard. I was looking, so I type in used snowboard, and the height I want. And then, anyways, it pops up, and then I say, "Hey."
When did you do this?
It was I called Daniel and said, "Hey, if you never see me again."
He brought his gun here.
No.
He brought his gun here, and he's like, "I'm going for that. Do one of those things again." I'm like, "Oh God, buddy,
I gotta be careful. I don't think your life insurance is intact right now.
We're gonna stop doing that."
And I go over to some fat dad's house, and then he pulls it out of his garage. He's like, "Yeah, I used this a couple times.
Can't use it anymore. I'm a big fat slob."
Then he opened it up, and then I'm like, "All right, $200," and I give it.
Did you try it first? You put it on the grass, have him push you around his yard. Push me around your yard a little bit, you big fat slob. I want to see if this thing rides. Put me in your pool.
So I'm in the market for a used snowboard. I looked at it. I know exactly what I'm getting. I go there. I make the exchange, and I get it for half the price than a new one. And
but have you ever been on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace and just scrolled looking at random stuff?
Oh, you no. There? Oh no. My God, liar!
I haven't just seen what kind of garbage I think I want to buy.
You used to always surf Craigslist.
That was for specific, dirt bike.
I think
hot
you
tub.
Still do it at home. In fact, sir,
but I look for a specific thing. I'm not looking. I'm not just looking like, what kind of garbage will I like today?
His wife told me yesterday that he can't figure out Apple Mail on the computer that I set up for him that he took home, and he doesn't know how to put in his Google Mail credentials in there. And I'd be willing to bet my left foot you could chop it off if you went to his Chrome browser or his Safari browser and typed in CR. Boom! Craigslist is going to fly up there real fast.
I haven't been to Craigslist in a while.
You used to do it all the time.
I am a Facebook Marketplace guy.
I switched on over to Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, Craigslist has gone to hell. And also Facebook Marketplace has also gone to hell.
It never got out of hell.
Where were you?
Apparently, if you sell garbage, you're a piece of shit.
Wow. I didn't think you were going to say that. You took a for a hot minute, and I used to love you more when you did this. For a hot minute, you and your wife were both red hot offer up people. Where are we at with offer up? I mean, your wife was selling everything on offer up.
Yeah. But that's and then it became where I would rather just donate it at a certain time. Like, it's not worth the $50.
Nickel and diamond.
Yeah. Like, no one's got the time to meet someone to offer up for $50. It's just like, then we just donate it to the BDM page or BDM parenting page, or like, I'd rather just give it away,
right,
than have a bunch of people offer me $25 in an endless messages.
If you
is this still available? And then you type back and nothing.
Maybe this makes me.
I see your name, motherfucker. You wasted my goddamn time. Your face and family's on your goddamn.
What, are you going to hunt him down and kill him?
Oh, I'm just saying.
It's possible.
Why'd you click if this thing's still available if you have no fucking intent to buy it?
Have you ever wondered why Tom and I, both of us, and I'll throw myself in this category too, the things that we do get angry about and the things that we should be angry about are insane.
Yeah.
The priorities that you and I have collectively are so fucked up. Just so fucked up. Oh, no. He's got a gun! Oh, my God. Jesus Christ, you scared the shit out of you.
These new Tom and Dan custom villain waterproof canoe.
You probably should have not announced that right after we just talked about selling shit.
It reminded me. I kicked it, and I was like,
That's good. You're kicking our merchandise.
You scared the shit out of me. These are awesome.
This will be up later. Today, the BDMs will know first, and the texting servers will know first.
All right, let's play some music. This is brand new music from the Black Keys. Remember those guys?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're big. Brand new song called Wild Child. We'll be back with more A Mediocre Time after this. Tiki-taki, oi, oi, oi.
Das Boot, if you want a Das Boot, go to Hollabox.
Right now.
Yeah.
I want to go to Hollabox. Have you been to Hollabox? Now, I haven't been in a minute, but guess what? It's vacation time. So little Danny Denny's got some plans. I might scoot my butt on up to Sanford and go to Hollabox Historic, downtown Sanford. It is the only German restaurant you can find down there. And trust me when I tell you, it is not just a restaurant. It's like a theme park of just food and fun.
It's an experience. They constantly have live music. Jimmy Eckert and his band is great.
So good.
On the weekends, and also if you haven't seen their new renovation, their rooftop beer garden, the beautiful woodwork in there.
It's an all wooden bar.
Yeah.
It's very old school. It's like, it reminds me of a lot of like older European bars you go into where they don't skimp on the wood. Well, Theo and Christina and everybody there, they're awesome. They were like Chef Pat. Everybody there is like family to us, and they're like, you know what? We're going to go old school and do a very upscale wooden little rooftop deal, and it's beautiful. The whole thing is just gorgeous.
Yeah, Magnolia Square Market. If you want for any German grocery items, spaghetti ice cream. I like taking my boys down there, getting them some spaghetti ice cream. If they have like maybe some white asparagus in season and stuff, it's coming up. I believe springtime is that season.
That's right. And then they got to-go meals if you want to pop through, get some
sandwiches, stuff. Easy.
Yeah, stuff that's already made that you just have to pop in the oven. All the Haribo gummy bears you could ever dream of, and they're the German ones. Let's see, what am I missing? Oh, the Outfitters. You can swing by if you want any clothing, or they've like books and different things on Germany. And Theo's got a bike shop down there. I mean, they got everything down there.
Yep, it's Hollabox Willow Tree Cafe. When you go by, ask for a Tom and Dan pen. Ask for Chef Pat. They'll give you a Tom and Dan pen when you go by there for free. It's Hollabox Willow Tree Cafe in Sanford.
Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
Tom.
That is the drown. Should we jump into it, buddy?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Ross's piece of shit news.
News today brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. He will help you out. The DeWitt Law Firm. Mo DeWitt, our attorney, will help you out if you get injured.
Man, that was awkward. that was
you know what? Just sit and do nothing.
That was really bad. That was really bad.
Tom, how did you make injured on the go not sound like a question? And mispronounced DeWitt that fucking badly. Unbelievable.
It's all, Ross, you know nothing about marketing.
Mo is brilliant in the fact that he knows.
Mo knows.
Mo knows that when we stumble.
MoKnows.com.
That's not it.
Don't say that. Don't say that. He does not own MoKnows.com.
The Mo's you knows.
I want Mo's face photoshopped over Bo Jackson, Mo knows baseball, Mo knows all of that. All of those.
Man,
that's a good idea for Mo's next video. He's dressed like Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
Full bow, if you know what I mean.
Full bow?
Oh, yeah, full bow. Anyway, sorry. How you doing, Ross?
Oh, my God.
Pretty good. How are you guys doing?
Good, man. As good as you...
watch this shit on Twitch. If you're not watching this on Twitch, you missed like 2 minutes of laser detector hot talk, man. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah, well, Ross and I were pontificating about how our fathers used to arm themselves with different roadside devices. You know, you might need a radar detector. And then Ross reminded me of when everything went to laser radar detectors. And then that brought up the topic of radar jammers, which I believe are illegal. And you know what? My dad never got a radar jammer. God bless his soul, but he wanted one so bad, but Mom talked him out of it because it was illegal.
It probably was also like 3 house payments.
Yeah, I'm thinking these things are expensive. And we used to be... Are these places still around? And Ross will know it. You'll probably know it, Tom. I bet even Sam will know it. Maybe even you'll have a memory of your dad.
Oh, God.
Are there still these guys that are like jack-of-all-trade, like dudes that install like CB radios, car stereos? Like they'll do almost slightly illegal things to your car. Like my dad had a Unity spotlights. He had a radar detector. He had like the laser. He had like all these little weird little aftermarket add-ons.
I feel like at audio stores that still exist, they'll install them. I mean, they existed at that time where you looked around for the Orlando City vehicle thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, there's these like one-off audio where they sell aftermarket
punk. They got the blah punk
audio systems and subwoofer systems, and they install them. They also do like I feel. A bunch of different things. Installed whatever the technology, DVD player.
Let me ask you this, Ross. Was your was your pop's radar detector, was it hardwired or was it cigarette lighter?
No, yeah, it would be removable. You'd like glued to the dash, suction cup to the dash, the windshield, and then plugged into the lighter.
Yeah, of course, because if you were rolling through a state where you couldn't have it, you'd want to remove it. Yeah, that's exactly. Dad never got it hardwired, but there were guys that didn't do a lot of traveling that would hardwire their radar detectors. That is trashy. Back to you, Ross.
Those guys, I feel like that's probably more of a motorcycle culture thing now, Dan, because you see that shit on motorcycles now.
I like that.
Is that legal?
Yeah, I like that. Well, what you got for news this week, my friend?
All right, guys. First I'll remind you, the Tom and Dan piece of shit news promise. If while we're doing the piece of shit news, if Putin withdraws fully from Ukraine, the Ukraine, and you email Tom while the news is still active, you get a Putin pull-out Game Strong Tom Dan branded T-shirt.
Is that happening, Ross?
I mean, it's possible. I was teasing them going to war for a couple weeks, and that fucking happened.
I see what you're doing now.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe he's got some serious powers
for good now, Tom.
Yeah, who knows? You braid one comic's hair, and he becomes the god of the world with unlimited powers.
Maybe Putin is doing this for the T-shirts. Have you considered that?
Never have. Most other podcasters do it for the T-shirts. He's right. Ross is right.
It just seems like one bet was better than the other. The fact that he was going in there it seems like he's not coming back out for a while. Yeah.
Right? Okay, breaking news. Putin put the word out. He is seeking foreign volunteers to fight in the Ukraine.
Uh-oh.
Anyone? All right, we got nobody here. Nobody here's on board. Nobody here's going.
He's not looking for you guys. He wants people from, for example, Syria, places like that, who have, let's say, building-to-building fighting experience. And maybe Putin doesn't give a fuck about them at all.
Right. Yeah. Just bodies on the ground. Yeah.
Goddamn
Correct.
mess.
That is what experts are saying. These guys, if they do come, will be used as fodder by Putin.
That's gross.
Yeah. it's a mess. Sad mess, and it's like, oh my god,
sad mess.
So how the hell?
In the interest of fairness, piece of shit news is always fair. Here's one from the other side for you guys. You can interpret this how you want to. Facebook has announced. Facebook in recent years has gone on a big disinformation spree. They get rid of that if they can. What they identify as the disinformation, hate speech. They don't allow what they identify as hate speech.
Yeah, I just got banned.
What's that?
I just got off a 24-hour Facebook ban.
What'd you do, Sam?
I commented that I would burn a theater down if someone released spiders inside of it, and that was apparently a violent threat.
You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to talk about burning theaters down.
The computer gotcha.
Yeah.
Unless you are talking about Putin or the Russian troops. Facebook will allow you to use violence or quote unquote hate speech if you are expressing it against Putin.
Really?
Russian troops, not Russian civilians. And Sam, you can't get away with that theater thing because you are not allowed to list an actual method or a place, date, and time that you would do it.
Yeah, it has to be mega vague, like death to the da-da-da. It has to be like that.
Something literally like, I wish death upon Putin.
Yeah,
like that.
Like an old school, almost like a rally cry kind of a deal.
And they openly announce this?
Yeah, they do.
That is weird.
It is weird.
Well, I think they're trying to be more transparent, but as they're more transparent, people are laughing at them. They're like, "Ha ha! Look how transparent you are." You're like,
stupid.
But they're trying to do what people ask them to do. I think I'm not defending. I'm just saying.
Well, they should know. No one's happy on the internet,
right?
No matter what you
damned
do.
if you do.
Yeah. They're gonna yell at you. They're all gonna yell at you.
Exactly. Adam Sandler.
To clarify, Tom, they did make the announcement, but only after Reuters news agency apparently got a hold of some documents where they knew, basically, and they must have been holding them over a barrel saying, hey, we're going to say it if you guys don't. So
gotcha. Okay. The old forced, release the information.
Right. We'll put it out there.
So I wonder if they just put that in the algorithm that watch it, because now that's all it is, right? It's all AI that,
for the most part, yeah.
They may go through some human at one point in time, but they just look for keywords.
Correct.
And that's it, and then take it out. So they just program them into the algorithm. Or okay, if this says Russian soldier or Putin or whatever, then let it go.
Sure.
Pretty crazy that an independent company has that much power over information and how people communicate, which is, I know a lot of people get paranoid about.
A lot of people have been saying that for a minute. Yeah. This is not a new thing.
I know. What's the next story, Ross?
All right, we got an update. You guys remember I told you about Jeff Bezos' super yacht that he's having built, and then they were going to have to take down a historic bridge to let it pass?
Yeah.
That's still happening. It's gonna happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
But locals, people in the town around the bridge, some guy started a Facebook group to meet at the bridge when the boat is coming by and egg the fuck out of it.
Yes,
And
I love this.
There's 4,000 attending and 10,000 interested in this event to meet at this bridge and egg Jeff Bezos'
Wait,
yacht.
can we go?
Let's do this.
Would you approve tickets for us and Ross to go and egg this boat?
I've got nothing against old Bezos. So
I don't either.
It's fun to throw eggs at a yacht.
I don't either. I don't know
want
this
my
man.
shit in 2 hours, and they've delivered. I want my Chinese garbage.
Let me pitch this differently. A tax write-offable trip to Amsterdam, Tom.
Yay! All right.
I also feel like first he's not even going to be there. His crew of whatever 50 that have to run that mega yacht will just wash the eggs off. You're not even doing anything.
Well, more than likely.
I like how you buy the eggs from Amazon. It's what are you waiting? You're wasting your time.
You have them deliver them to the bridge.
What are you doing? You're wasting your life.
Get the same day shit.
Yeah, so it's
something tells me too, Ross, that they haven't done the math on this, and that where the boat would be and where they would be allowed to stand would be so far away that the eggs would never reach it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. You'll never hit the.
I love
boat.
the idea. I love the Facebook group. Yeah. I don't love the idea of them destroying something that could be considered history of their town or whatever. I don't love that. I think there's probably probably a different way they could have handled this, but
I feel
whatever.
like the average human thinks they could throw an egg way further than they actually can.
That's my point, because there were some kids out this Halloween, and Ross, there were some kids around here that were trying to egg things. Like, even our studio got egged one time really early on, but they were
That was me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That was me.
And totally deserved. But it was like, it was the road to the door. It's not far, but it's also not far. So we had eggs like on our sidewalk. You know what I mean? Like they didn't get there.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, if you're in a moving car or you're like doing egging, is not I've only done it a couple times.
They're sharing links in the event page for this thing on how to make egg grenade launchers.
Well, hold on a second. You're throwing like Molotov cocktails.
Yeah, they're getting crazy.
Kill him, crew. Throw your body onto the ship. It's like,
you know what I thought they were going to do?
This is going to be even a minor inconvenience for the crew.
But the Europeans,
Jeff Bezos won't even know.
God bless the Europeans for still knowing the presence and respecting the egg, or respecting the flour or water, right? Those are the things they typically use. Like, there have been politicians that they'll get water and flour. There'll be politicians that get egg. In the States, we either shoot them with our guns, or I thought you were going to say, Ross, I thought you were going to say that these people were going to start shitting from the bridge. Right? That's what I thought, because that's more American, right? It's more, like, if you asked me, if you had done that story and said, it's in New Jersey, it's a New Jersey bridge, they're going over, I'd be like, they're going to shit all over the boat.
Yeah, when you run out of eggs, you start pooping into your hand.
And that's why you're not as successful as Mike Busey, Tom. Mike Busey, when Dan said, let's go to Europe, he'd be like, yeah, let's get a fucking helicopter and shit on this super yacht.
I forgot he did that. I forgot he did that. That's how fast the news cycle goes. I forgot he did that. There's a picture of me, Ross, at my fattest from 3 years ago. Came up yesterday where I look like miniature Mike Busey. I look like a Mike Busey doll. I have to show it to you, Ross. It's disgusting. It's when I dyed my beard as a joke. Because remember, we were giving Chris Fisher a lot of stick about dyeing his beard, so I dyed mine as a joke. So I have this dyed beard and hair, and I took a picture for my medical marijuana license, and I look like Mike Busey. I'm so fat.
And you guys, I got an NPR article right here, but they have a little summary of the website Curbed did the math on could you hit this yacht with an egg from the spot you could get to, and this NPR summary says that. According to them, the egg would have to go about 238 feet, and they call it difficult but not impossible.
God damn.
That's my point.
That's why they're making these grenade launchers.
How...
Do you think you could throw an egg 238 feet?
Or get like a slingshot.
And a lot of it's probably going to be down.
Right.
So you got to give it some loft, right? You want it to carry high and then drop. This sounds fun. Let's do it.
So a football field's 300 feet,
correct?
Right? End zone to end zone. So
man, I think it'd be hard for most adults
70
to
yards
throw that.
Or so. Yeah.
That's not. People think they can. That's going to be one of those things you think you can do it, but you cannot.
That's about like 75 yards. No way. The normal human can't throw an egg 75 yards. I was about to say I could throw it over 50 easy, and that's like the entire. Just in reference. Like a regular arena football field, 50 yards. So that's end zone to end zone in arena football field. That's because an egg is a little bit awkward. I mean, a hard-boiled egg you could do, but because...
They want these to be rotten eggs.
Exactly. Yeah. So because of the liquid inside, I feel like it's going to be a little bit more difficult to throw and travel a little
without
slower.
breaking.
Yeah, we're going to have to throw EMPs or flash grenades.
Because at a certain point...
This, Tom? If you took both the field goal posts and you put them on top of each other, and you're standing on a platform on top of that, could you throw an egg into the opposite end zone from there?
No way.
Okay, all right. Well, now you're talking about physics, where if it's traveling at the arc and it gives you more, if you're on a position of height and you're throwing down, it'll travel further.
If we were a really bad,
maybe you're right.
If we were a really bad podcast, which most of the time we are, we would try to simulate this with your boat.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Right? And I'm serious.
And listeners, I drive and they stand on the
Oasis.
We do a Facebook group, and then you and I, I'll do it. I'll get on your boat.
Dress like Bezos. You dress like Mini Bezos.
I will be Mini Bezos. I will wear
I have my captain shirt.
I will wear a tiny bald cap. I'll have somebody do my makeup to make me look like I'll end up looking like Vern Troyer Mini-Me. But I'll dress like Vern Troyer Mini-Me on the front of your boat.
Vern Bezos.
I'll go under the bridge and the listeners can pelt us with eggs. I'll do it.
I've done this radio bit before, by the way.
We killed Ross.
And then you're on a bridge near the ocean or intercoastal.
I think we did kill him.
Oh, did he?
He's stuck in it.
Oh, we got him stuck.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Whoa. Okay. All right, we got him back.
Okay. It's freaking out there.
Next story.
So, but also you got wind involved that people don't anticipate, like a strong side
Let them
wind.
have their fun, Tom. God damn.
No one's ever going to hit it. They're never going to hit Bezos' super mega yacht. And by the way, one tiny egg, you know what's worse than that? Salt water. Salt water is worse for a boat than egg yolk.
Actually, you know what? I would be willing to bet that in some stupid way, what you're saying is so correct, because the egg would wash down the side, protecting the paint from the salt air, ensuring that they wouldn't have to paint the boat that's why they paint cruise ships every time you're in port.
Anyway.
All right, next story, Ross.
The shell just gently scrapes away the barnacles. Okay, this is a story about real, true American freedom. Lady in North Carolina, she got her wind up to do like a lot of us do. She got a personalized license plate.
Yes.
And she submitted for and received license plate FART.
Yes.
That's a score. That is, this person is
She got fart.
They issued it to her. She put it on her car. They sent her a letter a little bit later saying, hey, listen, we've got complaints about your plate.
What?
Yeah, people were like calling the fucking DMV.
Who
and
are
saying,
those people?
I saw a license plate that said fart. I'm outraged. And so the North Carolina DMV, to be fair, did not just like pull the fucking plate. They told her if she replies with an explanation of what the plate means to her and why she believes she should be allowed to keep it, she might be allowed to keep it. So she got together with some friends. She founded a group called Friends of Asheville Recreational Trails. And then she submitted to the DMV that this license plate is an acronym for this group that she runs. Fart.
Love it.
This might be your greatest story of all time. This is fantastic that this
Also,
lady was
like,
an American
screw them.
fucking hero, fighting the man, winning, and doing it with class.
How did she get it? How the fuck did she get that, dude? Do you know how much money I would pay to have that right now? That is like a dream of mine.
Try it out.
I'm dead. Well, somebody has already got it, I'm sure, but I'll try. I mean, I would literally love to have the license plate that just said fart. Maisie would think I was the greatest. Like, I would be the best. Ross, you got boys. At this age of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I would be the king dad if I drive through the school with the license plate fart.
Yeah,
if you are rolling through car rider pickup every day with fart on your car, you're
king dad. You're the king dad. You're the coolest, funniest dad.
There's a couple things I hate about this one.
Oh, God. Of course you hate it.
This guy hates everything.
He hates good, bad. I don't even know where you're going to go anymore. Sometimes I just think he's doing the Ed Till, Ross, where he just says, what does everybody like? I'll go the opposite.
No. Okay.
Oh, what's popular? I'll just shit on it.
One is I'm with Samantha, who is complaining about.
Is that I'm with Samantha? The hashtag I'm with Samantha. I'll be like, what happened?
Like, who are the people that are calling the DMV to complain about this?
That is insane to
because
me. You're an insane person.
My wife.
She would do that?
Well,
for fart?
Not for fart, but if it said like,
I mean, we see I eat ass.
Well, no,
stickers.
I think my wife emailed John Morgan about size matters. I think she did because Maisie was saying it every fucking 5 seconds, Ross. Every 5 seconds, Maisie goes, size matters. And I'm like, can you stop that, please?
Yeah, but she could just say, like, the size of your brain. You can make an easy explanation for size matters, right?
Andrea doesn't do that. Andrea explains exactly what everything means.
Oh, my God. Did she explain that?
It means women like male penises bigger and girthier.
No, she had
to give them pleasure.
Not only
the size of male penises matter inside their vaginas. It hugs the walls and touches the clitoris.
What the fuck is happening?
Oh my God, Ross, this guy's ready for vacation.
We gotta
Jesus
get
Christ.
this guy to the mountains.
We gotta get him out of here.
I'm just laughing. I'm laughing about Andrea explaining.
But Andrea does over-explain. I'll give you one that did happen today. I won't get into the details, but Caesar is not in a good way the day after his birthday. And my wife it was explaining to my daughter this morning, who my daughter begged to go with her to the vet, and Andrea's like, well, you do understand, if you go with me today, that you may see some things. There is a chance he could pass away. Are you ready for that? And Maisie's like, yes, I am. And then they got in the car, they fucking left. And I'm crying. I fucking like they left me because I'm the pussy of the house.
Real talk.
Anyway, fart. Oh, the other reason I'm mad that people complained about it because this does not or should not offend anybody. Like kids should laugh at fart. My sons have been laughing at the word fart since
it's the greatest.
They understood it at the age of 3.
Everybody thinks it's funny. World peace is fart. Everybody thinks it's funny.
So
I'm just looking at the developmental chart, and that's a little bit late to recognize fart, Tom. You might want to have them checked out.
I'm mad at that, of the people that complained, and I'm also mad at the lady for going through the extra effort of actually making some fake group with her friends and a Facebook page. Like, you could have probably just emailed back, like, it means whatever, and they would.
Or what if I just say, like, screw you, you approved it, I have it. You're gonna come take it from my cold dead hands, bitch. Like,
someone fucked up and approved it without looking at it because they're lazy.
Are they going to send someone out to retrieve it?
They might. So I have learned, because I'm a burn it down guy, right? Like, I'm reactionary. It probably would be better in this case to go the extra mile, make up the thing that Ross said, the Friends of the Arizona Recreational Trail, whatever it was. And it'd probably be better to do that than to bring attention to it. In fact, you two are privy to something we are a part of. And sometimes it's just better to just be cool, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's just cool to just be cool.
I'm going towards that. It's like the medical marijuana doctors. They're like, oh, we need some paperwork. And then no matter what you send them, they're like, approved. Like, so the lady's like, we need an explanation. You didn't have to go through the extra trouble of actually.
Castleberry Water lady. Remember when she made you just sign this thing? And okay.
Yeah. If you work for the government, you don't want to do shit. No. I know that for sure.
True.
I have a feeling, because this is the kind of thing I don't think you can automate, really, and especially because there's probably so low volume. I can't imagine there's a lot of these coming through. There probably is a clerk, and there probably just is a list of shit you're not allowed to approve. And this was just one that slipped through the cracks. Not to make a fart pun, but this just squeaked out there.
Yeah,
and got out. And then it probably got, there might not even have been complaints. It probably just got bumped up to a supervisor who was like, you approve fart, you fucking idiot. Get that fucking plate back.
Yeah. And but then my bigger question is, why can't we have fart?
Right.
Like, what are the words that, like, who is
Why can't we have prick, Dan? Why can't we have motherfucker on a license plate? It should be open fucking season. This is America.
I
agree.
I kind of feel that way. I mean, in a weird way, because sometimes people get weird ones. Like, have you ever seen one that's unintentional? Like, I know a guy that got, like his license plate was, like, DD666 or something like that. You know, and I was like, ooh, wow. And they're like, I was like, that's kind of cool. Did you pick that? They're like, nope, just rando. That's what I got.
I don't know if it still is, but like one of the because it kind of works out like by area, so you'll see a lot of SPK on the back of a license plates in your area. And my initials RWM were one of the area indicators for around here, so I just was always seeing my fucking initials on license plates.
That's cool.
The novelty plate is an odd thing.
It's for radio guys. Super Dave has one. I think he's Super D.
Oh, Seth has one.
Seth has one. Bad Cat, Bad Rap.
I'm just saying.
Doc from Doc and Johnny used to have Doc 106.
It seems
the worst comedian I've ever met had comedian on his license plate. Worst comedian I've ever met.
All I'm saying, it's a tell. I'm not going to say about what. I'm just saying it's a tell of who you are. I'll leave it at that.
I've always wanted one, but a weird one.
If you go comedy like fart, that's a little different because that's for everybody else. If you go Bad Cat or whatever the fuck Seth's got or whatever, no offense to Super
You know
Dave,
what I like? I like it when it's like a black lady who's like all done to the nines and she has like a Cadillac or something and the back says Miss Jazzy. Or something like that. I like those where it's like she's giving you the sass. I kind of like those too. I fully support those because they look fun, And
it's part of a brand at that point.
Yeah, it kind of is. It's like, exactly. It's almost like her catchphrase or something. I'm into that.
But it's also about, it used to be like getting one over on the government,
sneaking it through.
Yeah, like using SK8. It means skate, and like using like the old 80085 boobs. Like it's old beeper codes, right? It's a beeper code joke.
Who's done 8005? Somebody has that license plate, right?
For sure.
Or 80085. Yeah.
Right.
No,
8005 is just booze, which is a drink. That's a good one.
It's probably flagged under a list of what you'd think a computer would do, right? Like it would automatically flag fart and any other beeper codes that they could put in there.
That's when you get like 269 HRS. Get it? It's 269 whores. So you need a person there fucking reading this shit and trying to do the captcha on it.
I like it.
It's also like a little trashy and embarrassing that you paid extra because you have to pay extra.
You do
for a plate that
you know what's
so it's like you paid for this.
Awesome though is that Ross, you were describing a job that I would love to have, which is the guy who comes in. And I come in, I gotta wake up, I got my Mountain Dew Zero Sugar Spark here, and then I open up my email. Let's see what they're trying to get past me today. And I look, and there's like you just said, it was like something 69 whores or whatever. I'm like, nope,
denied.
Now tell me, that would not be the most fun job, but you couldn't tell anybody you did it because you're just killing dreams all day, right? But man, would that be fun? I think it'd be a fun job.
And that's why I love this lady, not trying to sneak through the system, just brute force fucking powering through. And I think if she plays her card right, she's now started this group. I don't know if North Carolina is the same as Florida, but if she could get actual Friends of Asheville Recreation Trail plates made, that would be fucking awesome.
That would be so good, man. Yeah. You know this. You know what this also reminds me of is like, you ever heard of this the kind of the urban story of like, oh, the girl was, or you hear this from like girls that are really 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 beautiful. Well, they'll be like, I was so beautiful, no one asked me out. It's almost like no one tries the easy thing, right? Which is what
she did,
right?
Yeah.
She's just like, you know what, I'm gonna try fart because everybody was probably overthinking it. Like, I know you'll do this. You'll be like, nah, it's already gone. Is it? Type it in.
That's what I said. Maybe you should try.
It's like you never know. It's like ask out the really hot girl. Maybe no one asks her out.
Dude, also license plates are like, especially if you're not transferring one, you're getting a new one for a new car. They're fucking expensive as shit.
Dude.
It's ridiculously expensive.
It's like $250, right?
I'm about to have to renew. I don't know.
Like, well, the renewing is less, but I'm saying getting a license plate, and then you look at it, you're like, don't prisoners make these? Why are they so goddamn expensive?
Right? I don't think that's a real thing.
I think prisoners still make license plates.
Really?
I
don't think they don't look like they're made by hand.
That's a stamp. They are some.
No, I want
machine.
them to. If prisoners are making them, I want them to take out the sheet of aluminum. And I want them to take a V off of the wall and put it down there and take a big rubber band. There's my V. And then that's how I want it.
80% of license plates in the United States are made in about 8 different prisons.
Yeah.
But by machines, these prisoners aren't doing anything. They're just sitting in an air-conditioned warehouse.
These are as cheap as shit to make. Then you got free labor, or you're paying the prisoners
$1. Yeah, they pay like a quarter.
Yeah, a quarter.
You know what I want to?
All this is
you know what I want to?
Thin aluminum,
like Tom's shoes. I want a little slip on the back of my license plate with a picture and a signed signature of the prisoner who made my license plate.
And what they did. I want to know what they did.
Oh yeah. You're right on the back. You're like molesting a child. You're like, oh. I don't want that one.
Harvey Lee Marshall. I killed 7 children. Enjoy your license plates.
Next story,
made with pride by.
Next story.
All right, we got a contender for worst possible way to die. A guy working at the dump here in Florida.
Oh no.
Dump in Polk County.
Oh no.
And it's about closing time. We decided to go take a shit in the port-o-potty.
No.
And the guy putting away the bulldozer kind of comes up over the hill, and he's got his blade up to where it's kind of obstructing the view. He accidentally runs over this port-o-potty and kills this guy at a dump in Polk County.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. That's the worst way to die.
Worst way to die, easiest burial.
Damn it.
It's such an easy setup. Ross is blowing up the beach ball. He's like, here you go.
The dump looks like a dangerous place. I go to the dump often.
Ross, I'm having an anxiety time right now. You've known me for a long time. You've seen me at my anxiety worse. You have now ruined porta-potties for me because that is terrifying. Can you imagine being in there taking a shit?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We just did. I just did on this camping
You would
trip.
think it would knock you over, knock you out before it'd smush you.
No,
you know what I'm
it falls over. The whole thing falls over, and you're like, "What's happening?" And as the treads are crushing your brains, dude, and your doo-doo is being pushed into your brain.
Jesus,
I've seen Jackass. The doo-doo tank sprays up through the bottom, especially if you're a bungee cord or whatever. Anyway, but the last time I was at the dump, they told me they're like, "Oh yeah, I had like a bunch of like 2-stroke gasoline in old jugs," and they told me,
"I'm 2-stroke gasoline, and that's old jugs." Welcome to our new show. Sorry, Sam.
So they told me, they're like, "Oh yeah, you have to like take this to a different location because our hazardous material site burned down because because they take batteries."
I bet that was a cool ass fire.
The way they explained it,
a lot of colors.
I was like, someone should have thought this out better because it's batteries, gasoline, paint, all like paint thinner.
It's like we just made the world's biggest bomb.
And apparently they said, "Oh yeah, like a lithium battery exploded and then lit all the gas and like flammable materials that we have stored there."
Goddamn future foods.
And then it blew up the entire facility and burned it down. I was like, "Ah, goddamn!"
Yeah.
And then I see people standing around like bulldozers and like heavy equipment and people that look like they are not paying attention that work there because I imagine they're having a hard time finding employees. So it's like, man, at any point you fall down into this vat of spikes that everybody's trash, and then someone crushes you with heavy equipment. No one's paying attention. But everybody's on medical marijuana.
I'm going to bring,
including me, everybody else at the dump.
I'm going to bring something up. I went, and I know you did. I'm going to assume and say that Ross probably did. Maybe even Sam was privy to this, but I have been to the dump with my father multiple times, and I was able to. My dad would just say, run around. I was running all over the dump, doing anything I wanted to, climbing trash, looking at porno mags, finding stuff, whacking things with sticks, throwing rocks at birds, doing everything. Like, there was no be careful. There was no you might get hurt or you'll cut yourself or you'll get tetanus or anything. It was just like, you're at the dump, party on.
The sad irony of this is that this guy's job was the traffic control contractor. So he was the one that was giving directions for all the vehicles and trucks.
God.
He wasn't.
It's a very needed job.
Jesus.
You know what I miss about the dump that I often don't experience, because the new modern age dump, you take all your garbage.
Goddamn space age dump.
To an area in which you throw into giant bins that a dump truck comes and picks up, right?
I don't like that.
It's
I like going into the mound and then choosing where my shit goes.
I enjoy
any truck at the dump is a dump truck. You don't need to specify.
Oh, I like that.
But the last time I experienced this was in Colorado. The last time we were there, we had to take some stuff from my father-in-law's house to the dump, and they had a dump that was in an old like quarry or mine or whatever. And I drove down this long ass dirt road. I was like, what the fuck? Like through the winding ass trails around a mountain, and then it was just a bunch of garbage that you drove up to and just threw on the floor.
Let's take this beautiful mountain and throw our garbage in.
And you threw it at the mouth of the mound, and then
just stuff it in that beautiful stream over there where those beavers are. You see those beavers over there feeding their young? Stuff your shit over there.
So I just threw all the garbage on the floor of the giant mound of garbage, and then a dump truck just came and then like pushed it into the mound. I have an old school dump. I don't like this. But it's a better feeling. You're like, I want to put my stuff near the mound.
I'm with you. Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm with you.
Sorry, Ross.
Now, Dan, maybe this is the same for you. Now, what I'm going to call the dump of that maybe our fathers might have taken us to, our childhood dump, where maybe we ran around with a small 22 and Plink rats or whatever. it was a non-food trash dump. It was like just stuff, couches and cars and refrigerator. There wasn't like rotting crap all mixed in too. It was just junk. It was an all-purpose junkyard. And, there was a little bit better than the fucking dump where, as majestic as you are, you can always see eagles just eating shit out of the fucking dump.
Oh yeah. One of the saddest things about the dump is if you go there, it's mostly periodicals and books, which I think we as a society fucking need.
Goodwill started throwing away a lot of that stuff, dude. They don't do books much anymore.
No.
Yeah, well, they don't take a lot of things. Now, the old joke, Goodwill closer than the dump.
Yeah.
That's the reason I've been going to the dump, because I go to Goodwill, and they'll turn me away for a lot of shit. They're like, no, we don't accept that.
You got to go to the stream and stuff it in there with the beavers.
You tried to take your fucking jugs full of 2-cycle oil to the goddamn Goodwill? You savage.
No, it was like kids' high chairs. They don't take that.
No.
They don't take like helmets, like any sort of like motorcycle helmets or kids' bicycle helmets.
Seats, all that kid shit, they put an expiration date on it now, and they won't let you resell it, basically.
That's bullshit, by the way, because
it's a fucking scam. I hate to agree, it's a fucking scam.
Hate to agree with you, Tom.
You don't have to mention you hate to agree with that.
Yeah, I did. He absolutely
You're going to just say, hey, I agree with you on this one.
Yeah.
You're going to say, I agree with you on this one.
Not support Ross. It's in the contract. He has to say it.
Your inner core.
It's my fucking core to say this, but this one time, no other time in history, this one time, I agree.
But it's bullshit with the kids' car seats, because I have 2 kids' car seats that are fine.
Perfectly fine.
They'll be fine. Some other
mosquito necks.
A person that couldn't afford the car seats could use these car seats, and their kid is not in danger. It's fine. My wife bought them expensive as shit at one time.
They're too expensive.
And then it's like, and they're like, oh no, the same thing with the kids' bicycle helmets. They're like, oh, the foam deteriorates after. Well, the foam is fine. If the kid falls down and hits his head, it's
the
fine.
rule should be if the kid has a significant crash using the bicycle helmet, you should replace it. But if not, it's better than not wearing a helmet. Certainly better than not wearing a helmet. Ask the kids that aren't alive because of it.
Car seat, the same thing. It's like, maybe this is not as good as it once was, but it's good once as it ever
Toby
was.
Keith. Toby Keith, yes.
Next story, Ross.
We got good news out of New Hampshire. They had the vote, and they voted not to secede from the United States.
Oh, my God. Thank God. Thank God.
I didn't even know New Hampshire.
In other news, they did have a proposal to secede from the United States on the floor that they had to fucking vote on.
I didn't know that New Hampshire was that, because like you always hear about Key West, right? And the Keys and like
Conch
Republic and like, and if you go down to Key West, it is like a different country, really.
Isn't that a joke or is that real?
The Conch Republic shit?
Yeah.
No, that was real. At one time, they wanted to succeed, and they're still
Well, do they really, or is it just like that? What is it, Vermin Supreme guy that wears a boot on his head, and he's like, I'm crazy, and I need attention, so I'm running for every office.
It is more like islands down there than
it was like a tax it's been a long time since I read up on this, so I don't have the details right at hand, but it was like a tax protest of some sort. They couldn't get like the tax funding they needed or something, so they're like, well, fuck you guys then. You can't come here. It was kind of tongue-in-cheek, but it was like it was a protest.
To make a point. Okay, yeah, makes sense.
But at least, like, the Keys are so different than anywhere around them. So you can make the argument that it's like, it is.
You guys going to go to the Conch Republic Independence Celebration this April?
Wait, did they declare independence?
They do it every year, I guess.
Yeah.
No, that just means you pull your dong out, right?
You're swinging around. And
I mean, like,
celebrating 40 years of fun dependence.
It's hard for me to take the Conch Republic seriously when you're like 6'3", you weigh about $165, and you're swinging your big ding dong around. You're wearing a fucking Parvilla hat.
I said conch.
Yeah.
Like, all right, but New Hampshire. It seems like, is there like a particular, the whole state they wanted to succeed?
Well, they would have pulled their peckers out too. So.
Nah, it was like a few dudes in the legislature were like, their rationale was this guy Matthew Santonastasso, Republican from Ringe. His argument was it's just a matter of time before the union collapses. So they're just trying to get a jump on things.
Okay. So it's just trolling of some sort. I've never been to New Hampshire.
Me either.
I don't know
what goes on in New Hampshire.
I have no idea.
It's little, right?
Sounds like it could be a beautiful place, or no.
I feel like
for my money, Old Hampshire is a spot.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a lot of sailboats and sweaters, right?
Yeah. I just put it up there near Maine, Connecticut.
I always think of like sweaters and then like vineyard vines and the whale character.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, yeah, that's New Hampshire, right? Is all like, That's for New Hampshire,
Yeah. There's a
I don't know that. That's all I know about it. Like, that's what I learned at DeLand High School. Like, people go like, Florida, what do you? I'm like, duh. And like, what's New Hampshire? That's all I got.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
And then New Jersey, Jersey Shore, factory.
Anyway, New York.
New Hampshire State Quarter is here's how boring New Hampshire is. Their state quarter is a famous rock from New Hampshire.
Oh my God!
Wow!
It's a rock that looks like a face, and I think like right after they put the quarter out, the thing fell off the fucking mountain. It was off.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Also, New Hampshire is small as hell, right?
It's like Luxembourg.
Yeah. Like the size of like South Florida or something like that.
Tiny.
Anyway, next story, Ross.
You keep bringing it back to fucking South Florida.
Everything's South Florida.
He wants to be a part of the Conch Republic.
Yeah, he wants to pull the dig dog out.
Let's go to fucking Venice, Florida, and this was sent to me by a listener of Tom and Dan. This is a news story about somebody's wife's sister's ex-husband or some shit. This guy in Venice who was arrested for the charges were felony charges of criminal mischief and shooting into or throwing deadly missiles into dwellings. Doesn't really cover the crime, though. Police were responding to a call of a man repeatedly ramming his truck into a home. They responded. They found Anthony Antinaris, 38. He's sitting in the bed of his Chevy pickup truck. It says here in this news article, blasting the song Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus. Yes. Truck heavily damaged, house and garage door and window heavily damaged, caved in. The man told officers, quote, his foot slipped, causing him to crash the truck into the house 3 times. They called 911. The dispatcher said the dispatcher said she heard the man screaming, "Fuck you!" while he's running the house. And he told officers that the homeowner was not a good person and that the incident was, quote, a message.
Yeah. I like this. I like all of this.
I like how he's playing Miley Cyrus Wrecking Ball.
Yeah.
Now, I think this happens more often than we think. But we just don't get the details. I would be willing to bet that if police were obligated to write down what music is playing with whatever crime they are investigating, that more often than not, Ross, that like you would find like, oh, this guy was listening to like Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap by AC/DC while he, like, I bet you that's a thing because you got to get a pump up. You got to get a pump up song.
I will baseball bat the windows out of your house with Joy Division, Love Will Tear Us Apart blaring from my fucking phone.
That is such a good song. But yeah, I think that more often than not, we don't find the details out, but I think that's a thing. You got to get a pump-up song, right?
Where is Venice, Florida? Because when you said it, I immediately started
thinking of turds.
You have to take your kids to Venice. It is the coolest place in Florida to take your fucking kids. It's on the Gulf Coast, a little bit south of Tampa. It's a drive, but here's the thing: you go to the Venice Pier and you rent these little sand sifter scoops, and something about the Gulf Current, just like shit tons of shark's teeth get dumped there by the currents, and so you just go sift through the sand, and it's like you find shark teeth by the handfuls.
Oh,
it's so fucking cool. It's awesome.
Yeah, we got to do that.
Okay,
that sounds amazing.
It's okay. Well, we did that a couple years ago.
I'm going to North Georgia. Now you're telling this. I think this sounds better than where I'm going. I'm going up to a cabin in Georgia.
So it's near like Minnesota Key and all those like
it's south of Siesta Key.
Like south of Siesta.
Do you know how
Key,
hard
Sarasota.
Every time you say Minnesota Key, I want to slap your face really hard and say it's Minnesota, but it's not.
And they all a bunch of shark teeth and shells. And,
we didn't find anything on the camping trip, just a bunch of turd.
Yeah, harder in Peace River.
Yeah, a lot harder.
But like in those where all that West Coast is filled with 10 million shark's teeth. Although, again, they're just tiny, flat black rocks that are triangles.
Yeah. We're all just flat black rocks.
It's not a big old cool shark's teeth like
Yeah, I want the big ones that like that dude.
The jaws.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the megalodon deal.
Yeah.
You know.
They still find
you
those.
You should call yourself Megalodan.
That's good. But I'm so small and I'll have that Vern Troyer costume on. It's gonna clash.
But the only people that find those are like professional divers that have spent their entire life dedicated to find megalodon teeth. And then you'll see the story. You're like, oh, shit, they still exist. They're out there. But it's like this guy's been searching for the past 6.5 years and dives every week.
Plus, it's an awkward thing to wear, right? Like, can you imagine going in to get a brain scan and you're like, hold on, I got to take off my megalodon necklace before you put me in the MRI machine.
You got any other stories, Ross?
Here, though, if you just watch like storms come in and you see a storm with good storm surge come in a spot, roll up to the beach after that storm, and they push shit up onto the beach.
I'm definitely going to have to use we've got some sifters that Derek from Trinity, not from Trinity, from God, look how bad my brain is. This has been a week. From the, what's the place? The East. Jesus Christ, my brain is rotten.
That's
sorry.
Got any other stories, Ross?
Nah, that's it for news, guys. I got some plugs for you guys if you don't mind, though.
Do it.
First of all, shout out to that dummy on the couch. As far as I can tell, doing the exact same job as the last guy.
Damn.
I'm now recently developed in my life. I'm now a spokesperson for HD radio. I don't know if you guys are down with the stations between the stations, but I am a big fan of fucking HD radio now. Just off the top of my head, if you get an HD radio, there's 4 fucking Z's in this town. If you like Christian music, there's 4 fucking Z's. There's Z Prime, there's like hip hop Z, there's Z Rock and Z Gospel, dude. That's in the 88s alone.
He's
fucking,
right.
I learned last night there's 3 WTKSs, right? You got WTKS Prime. I think they do like the sports AM station in their secondary. Do you know what the 3rd HD station is for Real Radio 104.1?
I don't remember what it is, but at one time I think I did, unless they changed it.
It's a country station programmed by one of the engineers, which is the coolest fucking thing I've ever heard of. That's fucking awesome. This guy was like, I don't hear the country I like. Do you guys mind if I just start programming a station of the country I like? And they fucking let him. That's fucking awesome.
That's cool.
And that's just a few of the 55 HD channels available here in Orlando, Florida. Check did my HD radio.
HD radio, I love it. I saw your social media post. That's why and then you sucked me down to some. I started clicking all the links, and I'm going in there, and I got too into it.
That's what happened to me, Dan. Okay, so long story kind of short. Tots with Ross we did yesterday with Jack Bradshaw.
Nice.
And I was going to open with a joke about where can I return my HD radio. And that got me researching HD radio, and it's still around, and it's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, there's tons of
it's not awesome.
Free stations if you have it.
The internet is awesome. It has everything you need. You don't need to go do HD radio.
Clarity's pretty good. Pretty good.
Just do me a favor. Later tonight, when you have a minute, maybe you ate an edible, go to hdradio.com. Look at the radios they have for sale and check out the one. I forget what it's called, but it looks like a boom box from the fucking 80s. And then to demonstrate that you're the coolest motherfucker on the block, it has the HD radio logo on it in like fucking 10-inch font.
Yeah, it like lights up, I think.
Can I just get what they're broadcasting on hdradio.com? That'd be easier than buying.
Just listen from the website.
yeah. Can I listen?
I don't know.
You're missing the point, Tom. In today's digital technology, they're able to split the station into 4, 5, or even 6 crystal clear digital stations. You're missing the fucking point, Tom.
I love it.
All right.
They gave us one for Christmas one because by the way,
it was the year I left, Tom. It was 2012. I never fucking got one of these goddamn HD radios, and I begged for one. And the year I resigned, they gave them away.
Here's the thing. I'm not a business genius, as you all know. I know nothing. But I do know this. When you work for a giant...
I hate to agree with you, but it is I
do. When you work for a giant corporation and then they make an announcement through email company wide, they're like, "Hey, guess what? This Christmas we're giving every employee an HD radio," like Oprah in the fucking email.
And you get a radio.
And we are all aware that it was fucking a failure of your company to even come out with these things, and it didn't catch on. The internet took over, and everybody in this HD radio bullshit was a failed investment by your company, and now you're just offloading your garbage to your own employees, and you think we're going to be excited about it? You're giving me garbage.
I wanted one.
Now, listen, the company did fail, but what they failed at was letting people know how goddamn awesome HD radio is.
He's right.
Do you know what XL 106.7 HD2 is in this town? It's a whole station dedicated to Pride Radio. It's a Pride radio station. How is that not the biggest radio station in fucking Orlando?
Yeah.
Because they haven't let anybody know about it. It's there. It fucking exists. It would be huge if they told anybody about it, but they don't. It's fucking crazy.
He's not wrong. The Pride Radio on XL was Sandra Ray and Sabrina from the News Junkie, and they were on that. And it was good.
The internet.
It's still there. You're talking about it like it's in the fucking grave with a headstone on it.
You're right.
It's still there.
You're right. I'm getting me one.
How is it still there?
I don't know.
How is it still? Who is
They
paying
forgot
for
about it. They forgot about it.
It's just running itself? Is there someone uploading content to some like 104.1
Dash 2?
Yeah. Is there what's on there?
No way of knowing. I don't have one.
Did Jack know?
I quit before
Call
they gave
Jack.
me
I'm
one.
gonna text Jack on the break and ask him what plays on that. Why? Who even plays
Do you think
it?
he'd
What
give
is
us
it?
Maybe he'll
Now,
give us our own
listen.
station.
I did. Like I told you, I recorded with Jack yesterday. That one's not out yet, but I do go through the entire list of all the HD radio stations in town, and a couple of them, Jack was like, "What was that?" Doing that one? Like somebody snuck a couple in there on him.
Is someone monitoring it? No way. It's just how is it even going?
Looking at you, XL 106.7 HD3 just labeled the word country.
It's automated. There has been an automated online radio presence of O-Rock in this town since the day O-Rock went off the air.
Oh, yeah.
105.9 HD1 is Sunny, HD2 is O-Rock, and HD3, I forget, it's like, HD3 of 105.9 is a fucking New York sports station. You don't think like people in this town who are like from New York and want to hear about New York sports and shit would
They would love it.
W Fan on HD3 105.9? They just don't fucking know it's there.
Yeah, they never told anybody what their lineup was. He's right. He's not wrong of anything he's saying about radio. It never had a chance to succeed because no one ever told anybody what was on there. They would just say,
And
listen
I'm
to this.
changing that right now. I'm telling people about HD.
You know what? I
right
support
now.
this because he's doing a lot. He's doing a lot of work for nothing, and we always support that. We always support. I support you 100%.
How did a giant corporation not know that the internet was surpassed this the whole purpose of doing this fast?
This guy doesn't get it. He don't get it.
HDradio.com, click on vehicles, look at all the cars that they put a fucking HD radio in standard. Maseratis, Lamborghinis, fucking Ferraris, right off they just, super luxury car, a Bentley, slap an HD radio in it.
It makes it great.
All right, Ross.
Check out Tots with Ross. Just recorded with Jack Bradshaw. Like I said, that one's going to be out soon. It is fucking awesome. He is a fucking pro, and he came to play. Don't forget, if you have Waze, please switch it over to Australia Ross. And don't forget, I get paid by the turn. So if you go from here to New York City on the fucking 95, it doesn't do me any good.
Gotcha.
You got to get out. You got to go to a couple restaurants and shit on the way. Okay, please. That's how I get paid.
Yep.
Special shout out to never do birthday shout outs, but my friend, my favorite person at your house, Dan. Happy birthday, Cesar.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
I'll let him know. I will definitely pass it on to him.
Love that little fucker. And then almost as important to my wife, happy 20th anniversary, honey.
Oh, that's sweet, man. Happy anniversary, buddy.
She will never hear that. That was just from me. And come see me April 1st at the West End. April 1st, I'm going to be featuring. So if you never see me do like a nice little 20-minute stand-up set, that'll be a good chance for you to check that out. My friend John Charles Ragland, headlining. You guys have seen him out. He's fucking hilarious. Always a good time as a headliner at the West End at that new little remodeled theater they did. April 1st, 8 p.m.
Awesome.
They got an awesome
that's
space
it, you guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It was super fun.
Yeah, man. Thanks for
Ross.
doing it. Have a great weekend, okay? We'll talk to you soon. See you, man. That is Ross live from his...
That comedy show is
home.
a charity comedy show. So it's Curing Cancer One Laugh at a Time comedy show benefiting Leukemia and Lymphoma Society.
Awesome.
Cool.
I love the sound of that. Let me get some more music for you guys. I'm going to take a little break. I got to pee.
Yeah.
Take a little break. And that was fun. The name of the band is Tummy Ache. The name of the song is Teeth. This is their brand new single. We'll be back with more A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan momentarily. 1-844-TOMNDAN if you've got a last-minute phone call you'd like to try.
Why do you talk to me like I'm a child? It would be nice to be right once in a
StreamlineFlorida.com. Brian Zeimel's number is on that website. Yeah. It's under our logo. If you click on our logo, you'll see Brian Zeimel's number. You can call him. The whole staff is great. It's going to give you the best chance if you're looking to buy or purchase a home in this market.
You got to get pre-approved.
Yes.
You're going to have to do that.
And you got to get creative with your mortgaging sometimes if you're going to even stand a chance to bid on a house. And Bart and Crystal can help you with that. Yeah. But the cash out refi, look into it if you haven't done it yet. And because if you're paying high interest rates on your credit cards or your vehicles or any other loan that you have, just you have equity in your house.
Be smart about using that money to maybe take away some of those extra interest charges that are just really grinding you down.
If you bought your house years ago, you have probably hundreds of thousands of dollars of equity in your house. Take that equity out, get the lower interest rate right now, lock it in before they start, really going up. Yeah. And Streamline can help you. They can do it all over the phone. You just tell them what you're dealing with. They'll ask for a couple documents, and they'll see if it's worth it.
Yeah.
Maybe you have mortgage insurance. You need to take that off, like lower your monthly payment.
Well, that's the story I've always told. I was on file with Brian for a while before I even used him. And trust me, I've used him 3 times to refi. But the first time we did it, it wasn't right. I hadn't owned my house long enough to not have the insurance that was needed to be carried on that particular property. But then, when it was time, he called me and my wife and said, hey, it's time. You're ready to go. We had you on file. I had you scheduled to, we're going to refi now. It was awesome. And I did most of mine on email.
Yeah. It's free to get them on the phone and just talk it out. Or, a lot can be done online easily. It's StreamlineFlorida.com. Talk to Brian Zeimel and his team. They'll help you out.
That is the Slackers. Don't let the sunlight fool you. He said that 1,000 times. You know that. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom. Let's do some Dump 'em Out.
All right, buddy. Dump 'em out. Dump 'em out. Dump 'em out. Everybody. Dump 'em out. Dump 'em out. Dump 'em out. Dump 'em out. Everybody. Dump 'em out.
We got too many topics on the list today. It's the end of the motherfucking show. So come on, baby, let's dump them out and play. I want to see your topics. Ooh, I want to also see your bottom mix. Dump 'em out. Dump 'em out.
Everybody.
Dump 'em out. Dump 'em out.
Dump 'em Out brought to you by True Leave, our medical marijuana dispensary partner. And if you buy anything at True Leave, just go to tomanddan.com. You'll see a big web ad, and it'll say True Leave free gift program. Mm-hmm. Click on it, and then all you have to do is take a picture of what you bought, or maybe like your receipt or the product.
Like a bird you saw outside that you thought was very pretty.
Just prove to us you went there.
Proof of purchase.
And then we will send you, or Eric will send you, a True Leave beanie. And now he's going to add those BDM red keychains for the next month. So we just got those in. Do we even have
a cloth keychain. I have one on my scooter. It's like the little cloth keychain. You use them a lot in like mechanics. And do you have one in there?
I don't know.
Bad at this. Wait, hold the bag up again. Hold the bag up again. Kick it. Kick it.
I got one.
Oh, she's got one. Okay, there it is. It's like a cloth BD. It's really high quality. I love that thing.
Anyway,
it's super duper nice.
So Eric will be adding those to your True Relief gifts, and it's completely free. It's
What's wrong?
What?
Digging through my backpack of shit, I realized we have the other things that we haven't announced yet, but I don't know what we're doing with these, so I don't know
the
if I
side chick
should.
Stuff?
Yeah,
that's going up later. Eric told me we're gonna sell them for cheap on the site.
Do you want me to show those or no?
Yeah.
Put them up there. So Side Chick's got a pen and a keychain. The keychain's awesome.
Yeah. I think I haven't even gotten a chance to email Eric back. I think we're doing
it's the little chick. This is the keychain.
And the pen for $5.
That also matches.
Yeah, I love it. The keychain's dope.
So we got a lot of little things going up on the site, and those water bags, like I said, all on tomanddan.com.
Our merch. Water bag.
And
big old water bag.
But get your free gift with True Leave. I mean, it's easy to do if you're going and buying the product anyway.
Yep.
Get your free stuff.
It's extremely easy to do. I love seeing the people wearing our pens and stuff at True Leave.
Yeah.
It's neat. Like it's
I'm gonna make
really
an order
cool.
today. I need some
party trick
sativa pills to bring to Colorado with me because that's how lazy I am.
Yeah, you don't even want to go out. Well, I didn't find. Yeah, it would have been cheaper had I just bought it here for me.
They never have the capsules in Colorado. It's all edible chocolates, and then I can't keep them in my snowboard pants
or gummies
because they melt.
Yeah, and it looks like you shit your pants.
So I want like a regular capsule. I can put a couple in my pocket and then take when I'm on the ski lift.
There's got to be a dispensary over there that has capsules.
They just focus on all the edibles.
Yeah,
they're like, we have chocolate
weird.
marshmallow poofs.
Yeah,
I'm like, just give me the goddamn.
It was all treats when I went.
Pill.
You know the one I
just
went
want
to.
the weed. I want the chocolate.
Okay, in Glenwood where we were at, you know when you're going in, there's the one little dispensary on the side that's the one you normally go to, and then there's the flashier one, the big Walmarty one. I went to the Walmarty one, and that one inside of it was only like crazy gummies and Pop Rocks and Zazzles and lollipops. It was all like kid stuff. And then so when I got out of there, I remember all I could get were gummies. That's all. That was the most adult thing you could get.
And they're all packaged in individual packaging. So you get like Chiba Chews. There's a popular like Colorado and California brand of
like Chiba Chews.
Edibles or whatever.
Like taffy or something.
But in Colorado, they have to be all in individual single serving containers. So you get the box of Chiba Chews and every single one is in its a separate medical
you gotta unwrap
grade
it.
plastic where it's like you have to push the Chiba Chew through the paper to get it. And it's like a pain in the ass.
It's
Give me the
stupid.
goddamn capsules. Anyway. All right. What do we got here?
Disturbing consensual sex scene.
So
you tried to describe this to me in the office, and I don't know what the fuck you've been watching, dude.
So
is this on TikTok again?
No.
Yes. You said your wife showed it to you from TikTok.
Yeah. So
they're obsessed.
Yeah, you guys are like, I don't go in on the TikTok very much. I watch a little bit of it, and then I'm like, this sucks.
I just scroll through. To be honest, I've been on this new kick to try to drink less alcohol because I seen how much it benefited Daniel. Like Daniel stopped.
I'm not really talking about. I talk about it now, though. I'm like,
That's fine. It's good for you, man.
Yeah, I mean, I needed to do it. I have a drinking problem, so I pulled back on.
What?
Yeah. Pulled back on my drinking.
You're fine.
I haven't been talking about it, but I haven't had a full alcohol beverage. I've had sips here and there to try things, and when Indy's here, I'm still going to try things and try to do that. But I haven't had a drink in 175 days.
That's good, man.
I think
That's hard to do.
But that's a long time. But
yeah.
I have an issue, so I've been trying to correct said issue. So anyway, yeah.
Well, you're trying to make me feel bad that I got an issue.
No, I'm not trying to make you feel
definitely
bad.
have an issue.
Well, I don't believe your. I don't believe your drinking constitutes.
I don't know. I saw him at Johnny's.
Well, arguing with your wife. Were you arguing with your wife? Were you arguing with your wife drinking?
No.
Okay. Well, then you don't have the same problem.
I mean, she was yelling at me. It was a one way. Anyway, too drunk to talk. Anyway, but so I found myself going to bed earlier, and then I watched.
Oh God, I go to bed at 4:30 now.
And
because no, I'm joking, I don't.
You end up during the week is the problem. It's like Wednesday night, and then so it's you feel better if you go to bed earlier instead of stay up till 12:30 a pound and.
Whoa.
I've never pounded that long.
So
drinking, yeah.
Through going to bed early, me and Crystal will often just lay in bed instead of reading a book because we're too stupid to do that. We just scroll through TikTok.
Yeah.
Look, Daddy Longneck.
And then Crystal shows me videos that I find not funny, and I have to pretend to laugh. And she showed me this one. She's like, "Look at this!" And the TikTok video was of a guy saying, "This is the most uncomfortable sex scene, consensual sex scene I've ever watched on Netflix." And then they showed the scene, and it was. And then Crystal showed me with it.
Should I pull it up?
So it's on Netflix. It's on a show called New Cherry Flavor.
I've heard of this.
Search brand new cherry flavor. Go to episode 4. Fast forward to minute 35, and then so that's the instructions on the TikTok video. Anyway, they showed it, and okay. So Daniel, me and you have seen some disgusting videos, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
spent our entire career together looking at shocking shit that you call me over and I stand behind
Yeah,
you
like,
and
look at
we
that.
watch
Yeah,
something that is horrible to most people.
100%.
And
Here,
then-
I'll send you a link to the TikTok.
Is this
Dan.
it with this guy?
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
And we can't even play it on Twitch.
Oh,
Even-
we can't? Can we
Not
play the audio?
Yes, yeah. And now,
All right.
it's not even where it's like nudity. It's about what's happening. And
I don't see anything in that clip though, so maybe it's not that.
So
I want to see the most messed up sex scene I've ever seen in my life.
Yep, I sure do.
They do a lot.
It's
of,
just like a reaction,
they're
yeah.
doing reaction videos. Apparently, the new thing on TikTok is reaction videos.
That's not the
of
newest
this.
thing, but
But the actual video, I'll describe it to you because
What you were describing to me sounds fucking weird.
I normally this shit doesn't bother me and doesn't bother Dana. I'm like interested to see Daniel watch it because so they're it's a man and a woman. They look like they're in a hotel or whatever. They start like making out, right? And then they start getting into it.
Okay.
She takes off her shirt, and I notice she has something on the side of her ribs, on the side of her body.
Oh, okay, here it is.
There is some sort
Is
of
it a colostomy hole?
No. Either I don't know what the show's about, but she may be an alien or a mutant or something, and then she has some sort of.
It's like a port or a hole.
It's like a hole, but it has like squishy shit inside. It's kind of
What?
open, and then
Let me see the squishy side.
He starts fingering it.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. And then she's getting pleasure from it, and then he starts fisting it.
Oh, there's a baby coming out of
And
it.
it is gross, and I'm like, oh my god, like it's disturbing, and I never thought it would be.
Oh,
as
I'm watching
disturbing
this. Yeah, this is nobody should have ever recorded this. Whoever invented this. Okay, yeah. Oh my God, what is that? Put that down.
Whoa.
Sorry, I left up my private porn.
So anyway,
okay, so I just watched it, and it is like a girl. And she's nude, and he's like clothed, but he's like trying. They're like
It's
making
a
out.
wound.
Yeah, it's like
It
foreplay.
says, in this specific episode, it's a body horror show.
Okay.
So that okay. It says the wound appeared on her abdomen. Lisa is tentative about the newly emerged wound between her ribs and hip, but when she touches it, expecting pain, it feels good, and she begins to get aroused.
Oh, so it's like a wound vagina.
it is gross.
That is until a searing pain flares up and the wound bulges before a kitten emerges from her body. What the fuck is this show?
I saw the kitten coming out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
Why, like, I feel like when people write this and then they'll be like, "Oh my God, it is so creative," and I'm like, "Is it creative or is it just fucking stupid?"
Well, you run out of ideas, so you just come up with the weirdest shit possible, and then a lot of it probably just gets marketed through small clips.
Has anybody
on TikTok,
watched this
right?
show and said, like, what are
I've
these?
seen people saying, like, online that they like it, but I never knew what it was. I just kept seeing the name.
Too many shows.
Yeah,
If you have
there's
to
so
make a
much
show
content.
where
Oh
you
my
got
God.
a wound kitten, I'm out.
Yeah.
What happened to good old? You know what? Friends and the monkey. Good old Friends and the monkey.
What's next here?
Do we want to talk about Caesar?
No,
No,
we
okay.
can skip that one. Never mind.
Dress like Dan?
Yeah, so so this guy there's like this, my wife and I go inside 7-Eleven, and I think Maisie was with us too. We all went inside. It was like an early morning, and we're all getting our snacks for like an adventure or something. It's like, everybody can pick out one snack. You know, like we're doing like that thing. And we're in there, and this guy comes walking up to us, and I swear to God, he has on checkerboard Vans socks, little short, chubby shorts, a shirt like what I would wear, flat brim hat. He comes walking out. He's like, "Love the show, man." And he touches tips with me. It looked exactly it was like, and then Maisie and Andrea, the rest of the day, when we would meet people, the people would sort of slightly. It was like. It's like when you buy a new car and then suddenly you start seeing that type of car you want all around town. It was like every listener we met of the show had like Vans, long socks, tiny shorts, a shirt like me, and a flat brim hat with a beard and tattoos. It was like every person we met was like me. It was
makes
weird.
sense.
It does make sense. Yeah, it does. But it was just weird.
Like,
and we touched tips with all these guys that were like slightly like different variations of like me.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Although you got the good ones. When I say people are no shoes, shirtless,
That's
and
not
they're
fair.
like, I'm just like you, Tom. No, but God damn it.
That's not fair.
But you couldn't be dressed like a cool dude.
That's not fair.
No shoes, drunk driving, and you're screaming like me, just like me. Anyway, hey, when do you transition? Or is that done? And that was a generation that okay.
I think I'm already stuck, right?
So
because kids are already moving on to like Flatbrim has old man shit.
Yeah.
So like you see, who's the oldest man that we know that still dresses
Cadillac
like
Pat.
a young man? No, like
Well,
Tony
that's
Hawk.
novelty.
Like Tony Hawk.
He just broke his ankle.
Yeah.
Did he?
Collarbone.
How old
elbow?
is Tony Hawk now?
50?
Gotta be, right?
And there's some like older punk rockers and stuff that they dress the same.
I'm about to see them all on a cruise. Let me tell you.
Wow. You know what?
53, Tony
You're
Hawk.
going to be able to report back to us and let us know how it looks out there because you're going right into the concentration of like old like skater punkers. Yeah, you're going to be able to tell us. You're going to be able to gather a lot of intel.
So, you know what's funny is that this is how dumb I am. In my mind, I figured that all old, like you once you get old, you're going to dress like all the old people that I've known.
What, with like a sweater and some sandals?
Or elastic pants.
But that's it's stupid because
I like elastic pants.
Those people are dressing like they did when they were in high school in the fucking 40s or whatever it was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, this is pretty similar to how I've dressed for a very long time.
Like my pop-up was dressed like he liked jeans and a V-neck white shirt. And
That's what I like.
And like he was dressing like he did in the 50s.
And
or
Timberlands. That's where he loved his Timberlands.
And so Tony Hawk is going to be
And I
dressed
leave
in
a little piece of leather.
Oh, he
on
broke
the
his
side.
femur?
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, I knew it was something bad. He's old, man.
But he's going to be dressing like Tony Hawk when he is 80 if he makes it that
Well,
long,
you've
right?
kind of changed your style.
Yeah.
You used to just wear, like,
definitely,
jeans and a
more than
t-shirt.
More than me. You have abandoned...
Now you're short shorts and polo.
Like, you have abandoned all the adolescent stuff that I wear. Like, I'm the one that dresses like a Cabbage Patch. Like, you wear just boring... Like, you're like Florida Dad polo, Florida Dad shorts, and flip-flops.
No, it's just because I want people to take me seriously.
Right.
That was a slight dig.
No, I know. And I was agreeing with it.
No, but it's not even like they don't take me seriously.
They certainly don't take me seriously. I say when they walk
Well, they
in,
don't
they're
take any of us seriously.
They're like, oh, it's that guy, the fart guy.
But Tony Hawk will be 80 years old dressing the same, right? He's
Probably.
not going to make some other transition in his 60s or 70s.
At some point, you give up and you go all athletic wear, though, I feel like.
Oh, like leisure wear? Just like...
Yeah, like at some point you...
Like an old mafioso.
Well, no, I mean, like he's not going to be wearing...
You're dressed like corn.
Like, he's not going to wear, like, board shorts and a tank top and, like, long socks and checkerboard Vans at 80.
No?
I think he'll wear, like, sneakers and, like, jeans and then, like, probably a polo. He'll do what you're doing. Like, that's
I don't think he would, no. I
like,
think
you've already gone to the old man shirt. Like, you've given up.
No, but
you're already into old man shirts. I still wear, like, occasionally I'll slip into my holla at ya LaCroix boy shirt.
Yeah.
I've got, like, a Hooter shirt.
No, but you had style. I never had any style, so I'm just wearing, I'm transitioning into a dumb old man. I'm just wearing polos and short shorts. And
They're saying
sandals.
you went from cool dude to fast dad, Tom.
I was never a cool dude. I never dressed cool.
You were a little more Florida kid, though.
I dressed lazy white trash. Like, whatever I had around.
Dolphins baseball hat, free shirt.
Yeah, I just white
baggy
trash.
shorts.
And then, like, I just wearing a polo every day and shirt and, like, chubby shorts or whatever.
I should do that. I should just, like, I should stop wearing hats. And then I should just wear polo jeans, shoes.
But then, like, what about Samantha? Like, was she going to be dressing like she's the dresses now?
Girls, I feel like, can get away with
70?
it a little longer. Yeah, she can. Girls can get away with it longer. Like, even Sam now can get away with what she wears more so than we can. Girls get a pass, I feel like, to be cuter.
Like, have you thought about that, Sam? Like, when you're old,
when are you going to start wearing all denim long dresses like the Mennonites?
Which, by the way, you stuck a goddamn Moo catalog on my desk the other day. I'm assuming it's you.
No, I did. The Harriet Carter. No, I thought it would be funny to look through.
That's sexual harassment.
He put pubes inside of it. I saw him. And they say, "Hey, I'm Clarence Thomas.
We're shaming you in sexual harassment."
Yeah. And then I saw it back on my desk. I was like, I don't want pubes on my desk. Yuck.
Anyway,
I don't know where my penis has been.
Like, I'm trying to think of, I guess the men in my life, as far as like my stepdad and stuff, if they lived till they're old, would transition into just the same.
My dad, okay, just to make you mad, and I'm not saying this just to make you mad, but it is a fact. My dad's death clothing were tiny shorts and polos.
Yeah, but he'd been wearing those since the 70s.
Well,
right?
Yeah, but like his leisure wear was, the chain around his neck, polo shirt, tucked in, tiny shorts, braided belt, boat shoes. Forever. That was it. That was like 89 on.
Yeah, so he's just stuck with it, and that's what you do, right?
I think so.
I think you're right.
Okay, all right. Let's check.
Oh, we got kind of like Pat calling if you want to
we do?
snag it.
What line
2.
Let's see if I can do this thing that I say I always do.
He said he left us the random bric-a-brac.
Hey, Pat, can you hear us?
Yeah, go ahead.
Nope.
Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy. Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, what's on your mind?
What's that? God, I just left Publix. Guess what they got?
What? What do they got?
They got the alcoholic Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Get it.
You know you called us, Pat, right?
He's drunk.
It sounds like a bottle.
It's like we called him. Hello? What the hell?
This is Pat speaking. Pat Side Mountain Dew hotline. Thanks for calling. How can I help you? Yeah, we're looking for the adult Mountain Dew.
So what are you doing this weekend, Pat?
I'm probably going to the Central Florida Fair on Sunday.
Again? Oh, you're addicted, man. You're addicted to it.
Who wants to go to the fair that much? How do you like going there?
He says he's a fairman. He's a fairman. Why do you go? Why do you like it so much, Pat?
Because you can walk around with a beer in your hand. It's like a nice day, usually outside, and there's people everywhere. It's like a poor man's theme park.
Yeah, you can walk around with a beer in your hand a lot better places than the fair.
I mean, you're home. You can walk around with a beer at your home.
It's just so many more places than the disgusting old fair.
No, it's fun because also you feel really good about yourself at the fair because everybody at the fair is crazy. So I feel like $1 million when I walk around the fair.
All right. Well, have a great time, buddy. We hope you have a good weekend. Okay.
You guys have a great weekend. Thanks for taking my call.
Always. Pat, wait. Hold on.
When did you leave us?
What? Go ahead.
Pat said he texted me last night. He's like, what's your address?
I'm coming by. I'm going to fuck your wife real good. I'm going to give her the big dicko.
And then I immediately texted him our address. And then I also said why. And he said, like,
I'm around back. Is she blindfolded? We'll do the switcheroo.
He's like, I want to know it so I could drop off random things, gifts to you guys during the week or whatever.
Like turds.
And then he
said, eggs and stuff.
And he said, last time I dropped off a plant.
Yeah, we got it right here.
You got it?
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, it's right there, Pat. I told Pat someone stole it.
Why do you lie? You don't even ask. He doesn't even talk to us. He doesn't
pay attention to anything.
He doesn't even look at the group chat or anything. You didn't see in the group chat. If you looked back 5,000 messages, you'd see I said, oh, Pat put a plant on our doorstep. I brought it inside, and Sam watered it.
I had no idea.
Yeah, you have no idea about nothing.
Well, we got your plant, Pat.
You guys are really running a top-notch organization.
Wow.
Oh, shit. Wow, my God. You know what? Fuck you and the fair.
I'm going to stomp that motherfucking plant.
Yeah, fuck your plant. Turf war. Motherfucker.
Don't do it.
All right.
I'm stomping that shit flat. Get out of here.
I got to go find his little treasures out there by the brass tap.
Oh, yeah.
There's no treasure.
What do you think it is?
He made that up.
It's garbage, right?
Yeah. He made that up.
What do you think?
He lives a complete.
Curse me out.
Like, you ever talk to a real crazy homeless person? They tell you stuff. They tell you stuff.
I tell you, man. No, the moon is made out of cheese.
They tell you how they used to be the CEO of, all this shit. They make it up there. Like,
I was in the CIA.
Yeah.
I used to do all the intercom, all the systems in the Pentagon.
Yeah, you're just like, all right.
Okay, all right.
And they're just making it all up.
My brother said, don't fuck with me.
Let's get out of here.
All right.
Okay.
So semantics. What's going on? You recording more?
Oh, God.
Semantics, what's going on there? You still doing it?
Samantha records more than anybody I know because she records with us
for free.
And I thought we recorded a lot. And then yesterday you're like, I'm going home to record more. I'm like, God damn,
shows, yeah.
2 more shows.
We recorded 2 episodes. If you heard about this one, 1 episode will come out this Sunday. It's going to be about the Celestial Seasonings Tea Company. It's pretty interesting if you don't know the history of that.
It's going to be like that band. Remember that band that we had came in here, the guy and the girl? And his name was Tomas, and her name was the Celestial.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. How do you remember
that? My memory's working again. It's working.
It's on and off.
It's on and off.
And then next Sunday... Next Sunday, we have scheduled for Bungalower in the Bus. Brendan O'Connor and John Bustecker will be on Semantics.
I love it.
I hope that in the future I'm going to be reading like who you are and the script of the show before we start the show, like Notebook, where I'm like, hey, we call you Toucan Dan. You make the jokes. You do an old man. You do a skeptical Jewish person.
Okay, you just wheel me out there. Put a pen in my hand like Bob Dole.
I just have to tell you all, and then you're like, I remember.
And then I'm slow. I'm like, and you're like, react. You're supposed to react. I'm like.
Quick, finish the show before the sun goes down. Somehow it messes with how does that work? Anyway, all right. So we won't be on Twitch for the next week, but all new shows will be out. You will never know.
Content, yes.
All new shows for you guys.
Every show will be out.
Every fucking
You will
one.
not miss one show. And check the website tonight.
Big announcement on the next BDM show.
Oh, yeah. This BDM show.
Sorry about that.
On Monday, we'll be talking about this new project we've been doing. So if you listen to the show, you'll find that out. But if you're a BDM, you will know as soon as we, get it done. There's a lot of work to do with it.
Get her done.
And if you want to sign up to become a BDM, it's on TomandDan.com. Make sure your address is correct because we're in April. We're doing a big BDM Appreciation Week.
Yeah, we've been...
which is right around the corner.
It really is.
We got to get on that.
We got to start scooping up the rest of our prizes.
Do.
Yeah. So we're giving away thousands of dollars worth of prizes and just trying to send as many BDMs envelopes with stickers and thank you cards. And
just a way of giving back to you guys. We try to make it fair and fun for you guys, and we hope to make it a value. And we know that the pandemic kind of fucked that up, but but this year we're trying to bring it all back.
And we're gonna try to plan some special BDM only shows that week, and maybe even a couple of BDM get-togethers.
Special guests we got lined up.
Anyway, we're bringing back BDM events too this year.
We're bringing sexy back. What?
God damn. All right, bye-bye.
Oh, wait a minute. I can't publish that. It's mediocre.